City. Friday Night Rivals pregame show is sponsored by Food City.
Welcome into another season of Toyota's Friday Night Rivals presented by ETSU Health. This is the Food City pregame show. Over the next 10 weeks, we will bring you live high school football games every Friday night here at News 5 WCYB. Tonight, we kick off our 5th season of Friday Night Rivals with a great matchup between Greeneville and Dobyns-Bennett. The Indians are coming off a 24-17 loss at Farragut last week. It was a nightmare start for the Indians, falling behind 14-0 midway through the first quarter. I asked head coach Joey Christian if he liked how his team responded to some very early season adversity.
Love how our team responded. Obviously, obviously I didn't have us ready. I didn't have us right. As a coach, I got to do a better job. But our kids fought their tails off to get it back to, I guess a 4-point game at the half, and then to tie it up with 3 minutes and some change left. Just shows a lot about our kids, the grit and determination that they had. I thought our kids played as hard as I've seen us play in several years around here. So just super proud of our kids' effort.
After watching the film, what areas do you need to improve upon going into week 2?
The special teams. Our special teams coach has got to do better, but we've got to, obviously we can't allow big plays like that in the kicking game. We'd like to create an advantage in the kicking game. We gave up one deep ball defensively. That really was it. Other than that, we made them drive it at times. As far as running the ball, Farragut wasn't able to run the ball very good. For us offensively, we need to maybe take some shots a little bit more down the field and, and just continue to rely a little bit more on our inside running game and things like that. But we just got to keep doing what we're doing. We just got to play Dobyns-Bennett football. We just got to play it a little cleaner and a little smarter. And we do that, good things are going to happen all year long.
Will Hurd made his first start varsity level quarterback. How would you assess his performance, especially having to go on the road to Knoxville for his first start?
I thought I was very proud of Will and how he responded. I mean, I'm sure, at the quarterback position, there's always some things you'd like to have back or have this throw back or that throw back. But I thought Will performed thought he played really, really good for us.
How about this Friday night, your first home game of the season? What is it like, the first home game here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium?
It's going to be hot. It's great being home. Playing in J. Fred is something that, obviously we're very comfortable with. And with a great team like Greeneville coming in and a lot of people here, it's going to be, there'll be a good crowd and great atmosphere for high school football. Just like we expect at J. Fred every Friday night. Two bands just competing, 2 football teams. The Spirit Shakers, dance teams, cheerleaders, and all that. It's a great atmosphere, and hopefully that'll provide a little bit of an advantage for us.
Greeneville, someone you're no strangers with, played in the last couple seasons. What do you see out of this Greeneville team? I know they've only played 1 game in Tennessee, but what did you see from them in that opener?
It's the same Greeneville that I've seen for years. They really hang their hat on physicality, that which they should. They do such a good job of that. They're in the line of scrimmages. They remind me of a 6A football team. 6A football. I always tell our team at 6A is a line of scrimmage game. You got to win the line of scrimmage, and Greeneville wins the line of scrimmage. I think that probably shows why have been so successful in 4A. Like when things go wrong, their answer is to always, well, let's just be more angry. Let's just be meaner. Let's just get more nasty in the line of scrimmage, and let's just lean on those 5 guys up front or those 6 box players and things like that. Greeneville's it's a very tough game. There's a reason they've been one of the best teams in the region for probably the last 10 years or so. They're just how well they do their program.
When you open up with Farragut in Greeneville, you're certainly going to know a lot about your team after week 2 when you get ready for region play. Is that what kind of a message to your team about, let's see what we have these first 2 weeks?
Absolutely. Making the schedule out, the way TSSAA kind of laid our schedule to us a little late. I wanted to make our schedule tougher. I didn't think we didn't have enough scars on our body and in our heart for playoff time last year. So my thought was I want to keep the hard ones on our schedule. I wanted us to, like I said, have some scars on our body that we was able to lean on to say, okay, well, we've played tough teams before. So yeah, you start out with Farragut and then Greeneville. That's tough on us and everything. So, and hopefully when we get to region play, then, we can be a little bit more comfortable in those big games and confident in ourselves how we can play.
Coming up, we're going to check in with the visitors tonight from Greeneville. Don't miss my conversation with Greeneville head coach Eddie Spratt next on the City pregame show.
Grand opening specials at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City and Kingsport will leave you asking, how do they do that? 23 Silverado, 2500 custom 4x4 pickup, 55,545, 23 Trailblazer, 23,585. Great selection, great pricing, and world-class service now in 2 locations will leave you asking, how do they do that?
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order Go-Kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
I plan to keep playing the music I love, but I never planned on Medicare being so complicated. Fortunately, the experts at Farm Bureau Health Plans made it easy.
Farm Bureau Health Plans. Plan on us.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order right in front of you. Watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, baby-like wonder, anticipatory chewing, and happy claps sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
At Abundant Christian Living Community, our assisted living facility offers you the necessary support for your daily activities while allowing you to continue to live as independently as possible. Enjoy a stable and secure pet-friendly environment in our spacious ground-level 1-bedroom handicap-accessible apartments. Personal care services are provided daily, and our modern emergency call system allows you to alert staff when needed via your personal pendant. Your friends become family at Abundant Christian Living, a perfect place to call home.
Grand opening specials at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City and Kingsport will leave you asking, how do they do that? Discounts up to $9,500 on select 23 Silverado 1500 crew cab, 24 tracks, $21,495. Great prices, great selection, and world-class service. Now 2 locations will leave you asking, how do they do that?
Greeneville enters tonight's game at Dobyns-Bennett on a 22-game regular season winning streak. The last time the Green Devils lost the game in the regular season, October of 2020. Last week, Greeneville opened the season with a 28-7 win at Tennessee High. The Green Devils jumped out to a 28-0 halftime lead before sputtering a bit after halftime. Overall, though, head coach Eddie Spratt liked what he saw from his team in their first real test.
I was excited how good we played in the first half. Against a really good football team. Tennessee High is going to be, I think they'll have a really good season. They're big, they're physical, they run the football hard. So I was really pleased how we played in the first half. The second half didn't go our way. We had a turnover, and we didn't get in the end zone. We probably should have a couple of times, but that gives us the opportunity to learn and talk about some of that stuff, and that's what you want from the first game. I think our conditioning was well for the first game. We had a few cramps, but not very many on a pretty hot night. But overall, I was really pleased with our performance on Friday.
How did you think Corbin did in his first varsity start at quarterback?
I think he did really good. He was he was really smart with the football. If it wasn't there, he took it down and run, or threw it away. And he's, I think, 5 for 6 in the first half with 3 touchdowns. So, that was a really good performance in the half. In the second half, there were some learning things we talked about, but overall, I thought he had a really good performance.
Carson seems like a Swiss Army knife for you this year. You have the snap as wildcat times in short situations, receiving. He had a big ball. Is he someone that can maybe break onto the scene this year? People are going to know his name if they don't already.
Yeah, if they don't already know who he is, they're missing out, because he's a really spectacular football player. Last year he did a lot of the same stuff for us, but even more of a role this year. Like you said, the other night he played quarterback, he played running back, and he played receiver. So you just got to get the ball in his hands and let something special happen.
whenever you're putting your schedule together for this season, starting off with back-to-back road games against bigger classification schools, what were you going to hope to learn from your team after 2 games? You know, before the season started, you're like, okay, I'll probably know this after 2 weeks playing at Tennessee High at Dobyns-Bennett.
You know, if we can survive our first 5 ball games, you know, it'll be show where we're really at, because, you know, you're going to play those 2 big teams, and we're playing Alco, we're playing Morristown West. So, you know, the first 5 are going to be really tough. So, you know, we want to play those schedules. And another thing, it's not like many people are knocking our doors to play. So, you know, at one point we had 9 games and we were struggling to get the 10th game. Then we were able to pick up Alco, which is, you know, the top program in, you know, Tennessee. So, you know, it's going to be a really tough road. But if we can survive that without, you know, major injuries, you know, it's going to make us a better football team. You know, I want to have the best record we can every year, but those games don't matter. The conference record's what matters for us. We want to be conference champs. That's our ultimate goal. And in order to be the football team we got to play a tough schedule. And how TSSAA set up the schedule, it's got to be at the first part of your season this year. So, you know, we're going to be a better football team from week to week just because of the schedule we're playing.
Going to Dobyns-Bennett, you were there last year. You won a thriller 21-20. What is it like going to play at J. Fred Johnson Stadium? Certainly either players on your team, they know what to expect. A lot of them were in this game last year.
Going there last year, you know, it's a packed house, and, you know, huge stadium. A lot of times they're standing room only at some of those spots. You know, they're on the field. So it'll be another big time. They're opening game, so it just keeps on adding it up. So, you know, it's an exciting football environment, especially for East Tennessee. You know, my kids are excited. You know, I know Dobyns-Bennett's going to be excited, so it'll be a big-time environment on Friday night.
Certainly not going to be a meteorologist here, but it is going to be close to 90, maybe upper 90s with the heat. You mentioned you have more players that play both ways. Is that all a concern for you with what the temperatures could be like on Friday?
Yeah, for sure. You know, we're going to, you know, my athletic trainer has already mentioned, you know, we got to watch the temperatures, the wet bulb readings and all that during practice this week. We might have to make some adjustments, but, you know, we're going to monitor that stuff and try to, you know, we want to be out there practicing when it's as warm as all possible, just trying to prepare us. But, you know, on Friday nights when you can't really manage or perform exactly like you're going to on Friday practice just because of the intensity of the game, and it takes a lot out of you. So, you know, that's going to probably play into some of the game on Friday night. We just got to make sure we're rotating our guys as much as possible.
Up next, we're going to go inside the numbers on tonight's matchup between Greeneville and Dobyns-Bennett.
Made from scratch biscuits rising, hand-breaded chicken frying, 100% Angus beef burgers charbroiling. Just a few of the ways Hardee's handcrafts goodness in the making.
At Citizens Bank, we believe in the communities we serve. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Northeast Tennessee, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA travel center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
Taking the scenic route. I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event tag. With 5 drive modes, this Nissan Rogue gives the performance of a lifetime. Now comes the real star of the show.
Now get a low $375 per month lease or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select road trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Welcome back to the Food City pregame show. Let's go inside the numbers on tonight's matchup between Greeneville and Dobyns-Bennett. The history of this rivalry isn't all that extensive recently. Tonight's game will be just the 5th in the series since 2017. Now, Greeneville has won the last 4 meetings in the series, including in 2018 when the Green Devils won 43-3 at Dobyns-Bennett. That was the first game for Joey Christian as the head coach of the Indians. As I mentioned, these two schools, they did not play a single time between 2003 and 2016. The last time Dobyns-Bennett beat Greeneville was on September 7th of 2001. The Indians won that game 29-7. There's only one thing left to do before kickoff. That's make some predictions. The Prep Picks crew is up next as we continue our countdown to kickoff.
Made from scratch biscuits rising. Hand-breaded chicken frying. 100% Angus beef burgers charbroiling. Just a few of the ways Hardee's handcrafts goodness in the making.
News 5 is headed to the Appalachian Fair August 21st through the 26th. Come by our News 5 booth and see the storm tracker and meet our News 5 talent. Watch News 5 starting at 5 p.m. for live reports from the Appalachian Fair.
This Labor Day weekend, the best deals on Ashley Furniture are in one place. The Zach's Outlet, featuring the best prices on Ashley Furniture anywhere in the country. Just compare online. Get this Chime 12-inch memory foam mattress, just $3.99. Add an adjustable base for just $5.99 more. Get this Ashley sofa with Chase, just $5.69. Plus a whole showroom full of Ashley Furniture. All this plus 18 months free financing. Nobody beats Zach's Outlet on Ashley. The Zach's Outlet Labor Day event.
Friendship Ford has it all. It's got a 7-day any reason exchange. It's got over 2,000 vehicles in stock. Yeah, that internet price you see, we guarantee it. You want free delivery? Sure. Anywhere. And oh yeah, the region's only lifetime warranty. That's on every vehicle sold. And that, my friends, is what Friendship Ford's got.
We're dealing!
Get the all-new Ford F-150 4-door starting at $42,500 with 0% financing available for well-qualified buyers. Only at Friendship Ford of Bristol.
Catch the biggest plays and final scores on Friday Night Huddle with the News 5 sports team every Friday night during News 5 at 11. Sponsored by Ingalls, Champion Chevrolet, Citizens Bank, and Pals.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
Welcome into week 2 of Prep Picks. Heather Williams along Cole Johnson and Steve Wilmuth of ESPN Tri-Cities and TriCitySports.com. The new guy jumps out to the early lead while Elizabeth and Science Hill are going to start begging Steve not to pick them anymore. He and I are 1 game back. And Steve, I'm going to give you a chance to redeem yourself first as Virginia enters the chat. We're going to start with the big one in Smith County between Marion and Chilhowie.
Yeah, something's obviously got to give here in this matchup. These two teams won a combined 1 game last year, and that was the opener when Marion won over Chilhowie. Chilhowie's lost now 14 in a row, Marion 9 in a row. So one of these two teams is going to get a much-needed win to start the season. Seems like it was just yesterday where I was seeing Chilhowie on our pick sheet, and I was like, oh, I'm picking the Warriors every time. That works out so good. Hasn't worked out so well the last couple of years. I learned my lesson last year. I think I'm going to go with Marion this time around.
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you here on this one, Steve. I actually had a chance to go out to Marion's practice last week, and they have a second-year head coach in Jack Gidd, and he has some prior experience at the college level as well. Their quarterback, third-year returner, Reed Osborne, and then they have a guy off the edge in Austin Coe, already a verbal commit to First Academy. I think they're going to start.
You talked about Marion have a second-year head coach. Chilhowie has a new head coach for the first time in over a decade. And while I like what they're doing in Chilhowie, you talked about the size of Marion, and I think this one, that's really going to be the difference, making a clean sweep for Marion. Staying in Virginia, we have a big one in Class 2, a much improved Lehigh team playing host to Union. Cole?
We have to look back a little bit at last year and what played out. It was just such a big gap in margin between these two teams. Union got off running, and they took it to Lehigh in this one. So I think at the end of the day, I got to go with Union.
You know, Lee took a step up last year, going from 4 wins to 6, and really the Generals believe they should have had more than 6. They returned 6 starters on both sides of the ball, including starting quarterback and junior Brennan Pendengraph. Union, meanwhile, did get past 6 wins. They got to 7, and they're a little bit ticked off about that. That's not Union football up there. Rayshawn Anderson is back at quarterback. I think Union's going to have a pretty good year, and I like Union to win this one.
You know, coming off of last year, I was really high on Lehigh. I expected them to be continuing to rise up. I was a little bit surprised that they lost their benefit game last week because I considered them to be a little bit of a player in Region 2D. We'll see. They might still be, but until they can beat Union, I'm also going to have to go Union. West cruised to a big win last week. They get a little bit of a tougher test on the road at Boone. And Steve, the Blazers are hungry after a week 1 loss.
We thought Daniel Boone coming into this year might struggle on one side of the football. We did not think it would be offense with returning quarterback Luke Jenkins, yes, coming off the ACL, but some very quick, dynamic skill position players. Boone shut out last week. Meanwhile, the defense allows only 7 points. I think Boone bounces back. One thing you can't do is overreact to week 1, and so I'm going to stick with Boone, and I think Boone gets the win.
Only giving up 1 score is pretty big for them, and they're going against a team now in Westridge that did score 40 points on the road last week, so it's going to be kind of a battle of which defenses are going to get off the field. I'm going to go with Daniel Boone on this one, pick up win number 1.
The offense will come. They've got the players, and they've got the experience. I think Boone does bounce back and gets their first win of the season. It's been a long time since rivals Tennessee High and Sullivan East have met on the football field, which is crazy when you consider how close these schools are. Cole, who do you like in this one?
This is one of those toss-up ones for me, and it's going to be an exciting one. I think we all know that. Like you said, the long time it's been since these two have played each other. But in the end, I think it comes down to who might score first and get ahead first. I'm going to slight edge with Sullivan East in this one.
Well, first of all, I'm just thrilled this game is back. It's been, 14 years since this game has been played, so it's a great rivalry, even though Tennessee High has dominated the rivalry. I mean, Sullivan East has yet to win a game. Can Sullivan East win this game? Is it possible the Patriots win for the first time? It's possible, but not probable. I'm going with Tennessee High and the history behind the rivalry.
Yeah, I wanted to see more out of that air raid from Sullivan East than what we saw last week against, I mean, an admittedly tough place to play in Johnson County. Coach said that's why they like going there and playing. But in the end, I just think that Tennessee High is too deep, has too many athletes. I still think Sullivan East is going to have an outstanding season. It's just not going to happen this week. They will fall at home to Tennessee High. All right, Greeneville took down a 4A team last week in Tennessee High. Steve, can they take down a 6A team this week in Dobyns-Bennett?
Man, you look at the stats from that Dobyns-Bennett game at Farragut last week. Dobyns-Bennett ran 33 plays in the first half. Farragut ran 11, but the Admirals were up 4. For Dobyns-Bennett, facing a Greeneville attack with Corbin Cannon and Carson Quillen. Dobyns-Bennett facing a wide receiver, a baseball commit to Virginia Tech for the 2nd straight week. Did not work out well last week as Landis Davila caught that late touchdown pass for Farragut. If I had a 1-game lead or I was tied, I would toe the party line. But tonight, I've got to cross party lines and go with the Green Devils.
Yeah, until they prove me otherwise, I'm sticking with Greeneville.
Greeneville may be a Class 4A school, but they have never played like a Class 4A school. I'm also going with the Green Devils. And because I know people cannot get enough of Prep Picks, we've added a new dimension this year, a YouTube show, more games, and 2 more panelists. Episode 2 is on the WCYB YouTube channel right now. And remember, you can get all your scores and highlights this Friday at 11:15 on Friday Night Huddle.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there's still time to capture new memories. Hey, how are you? With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Make some memories in an exciting new Camry or electrified Camry hybrid and get APR financing as low as 3.99% plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order right in front of you. Watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, baby-like wonder, anticipatory chewing, and happy claps sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81. Enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA Travel Center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop, online at eddiestrophies.com.
What you doing out there?
Taking the scenic route. I know this looks like a summer blockbuster, but this is a Nissan sales event tag. With 5 drive modes, this Nissan Rogue gives the performance of a lifetime. Now comes the real star of the show.
Now get a low $375 per month lease or get 0% APR financing for 36 months on select road trims.
Better hurry. These offers won't get a sequel.
Welcome into J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport, Tennessee. Friday Night Rivals is back. The band making their way onto the field at Dobyns-Bennett. It could take a while. They have over 300 members in the band once again this year. And we are back for Friday Night Rivals. And this is a great game. Last year's game between these two also played right here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Another fantastic matchup. Greeneville, in fact, has won the last 5 meetings between these two. Last year's game, a real barn burner, 21-20. Of course, Brady Quillen was the quarterback for Greeneville last year. The Green Devils off to a quick start, but Dobyns-Bennett came back in this one. They had Jake Carson at quarterback last year. He also graduated, and here's the 2-point conversion play. DB down a point. They went for 2 in the win, and Carson Quillen, number 12, makes the game-winning tackle a yard short. He is back this year, but Coach, there are quarterbacks both new this year for both teams, starting with Greeneville.
Yeah, Greeneville's quarterback this year is Corbin Cannon, number 10. He's a senior, 6 foot, weighs 195 pounds. Last week, he completed 8 of 11 passes for 205 yards and 3 touchdowns. Carried the ball 6 times last week for 27 yards. And on the other side of the field with a DB, their quarterback is Will Hurd, number 0. He's also a senior at 6'1", 205 pounds. Last week, he was 18 for 24 in passing for 172 yards and 1 TD. Carried the ball 10 times last week for 39 yards.
Both of these players making their first starts last week. They're both seniors. They've waited their time. The Indians, this is their home opener of the 2023 season. Meanwhile, for Greeneville, their 2nd straight road game. They don't open up at home until next week. Coming up on Friday Night Rivals, it's Greeneville, it's Dobyns-Bennett, it's a hot night in Kingsport. We'll be right back with kickoff.
The history's all true.
What is happening?
We come from the future in search of the Double Junior.
Perfect burger.
2 all-beef patties, creamy mayo, lettuce, tomato, onions, toasted bun topped with cheese.
Get your own.
Pals, great food in a flash.
Just a nibble? Can we watch you eat it?
Yeah, but that's weird.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there's still time to capture new memories.
Hey, how are you?
With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Make some memories in an exciting new Camry or electrified Camry hybrid and get APR financing as low as 3.99% plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Attention shoppers, don't forget to ask our certified butchers for great recipe tips.
This is an authentic butcher shop where meat is hand-cut in-store, beef is ground fresh daily, and expert advice from a certified butcher is always free of charge.
Free advice?
That's what I call value. The quality I crave, the value I count on.
Nobody does food like Food City.
It's a new season of Toyota Friday Night Rivals on News 5 WCYB. The Sky 5 drone powered by Guardian Foundation Repair hovering over our first destination of the season, a sweltering Kingsport, Tennessee, where the Dobyns-Bennett Indians look to avenge their one-point loss from last season to the Greeneville Green Devils.
Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by ETSU Health.
Welcome into J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. A beautiful night for high school football. The final Friday in the month of August. Greeneville and Dobyns-Bennett at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. We welcome you into the broadcast booth high atop J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Casey Getz alongside the coach, James Colley, who coached at Hayside High School. Coach, a great game tonight. Dobyns-Bennett, Greeneville. Let's take a look now at our keys to the game tonight.
Look at what's going on tonight and the keys of the game. On the Greeneville side, they got to win the battle on the outside. The receivers have got to beat those defensive backs one-on-one. And on offense, they got to control the line of scrimmage. On DB side of the field, they got to be successful in the running game like they were last week. And also, they can't allow the big play on defense. Last week, Greeneville hit Tennessee High for some big plays, and DB's got to shut those big plays down tonight.
This evening's coin toss is sponsored by the Tennessee Army National Guard.
Tails is the call. If I drop it, we'll flip it again. That is a tails. What do you want to do? You want the ball. Greeneville is one. They want the football. Which end do y'all want to defend? You want to kick away from the clock, right? All right, so you want to go right over there with Greg. Y'all stand right over there, Greg. Y'all come right here.
All right, you just heard there, Greeneville won the toss. The weather, it is hot, 88 degrees right now, thanks to the Sky 5 drone. Beautiful shots by Guardian Foundation. Feels 98, and we will this throughout the game. We're going to take some extra breaks to give these players and officials a chance to get extra water. They're calling them hydration breaks around the 6-minute mark of each quarter. They're going to take a stop. 3 minutes, let these guys get some water. They're not going to stop it in the middle of a possession, but after a score or as close as they can to the 6-minute mark, the plan is to have a 3-minute hydration break. Also, team timeouts, instead of being 1 minute, will be 1 minute and 30 seconds for this game as well. There's Eddie Spradlin, fourth-year head coach of Greeneville. Of course, Joey Christian, head coach Dobyns-Bennett. As you heard there, the Tennessee Army National Guard coin toss. Greeneville won the toss. They said, we want the football, so Dobyns-Bennett will kick off. Carson Quillen, number 12, back for Greeneville. You'll see him everywhere tonight on offense. He'll play wide receiver. He'll be in the backfield as a running back. He'll also line up as quarterback. He is a Virginia Tech baseball commit, and he's just a junior. One heck of an athlete. Dobyns-Bennett will kick things off. Cooper McLean. And we are underway on Friday Night Rivals. Quillen's going to field this one at the 3. Take it across the 25 to the 35-yard line. Nice return by Greeneville.
Yeah, excellent blocking there coming up the sideline. He was able to get all the way to the sideline, get some extra yards, and turn it up there. So they're going to have excellent field position here, starting on about their own 36-yard line.
Greeneville 1-0 on the season in Class 4A in Northeast Tennessee. Region 1 4A. Dobyns-Bennett, they're in Region 1 6A. We seem to have an issue that looks like the game clock that never started. It still says 12 minutes, so we're going to have to get that figured out here and take a few seconds off the game clock.
Yeah, I think they're getting together on the sideline, the officials are, to figure out how many seconds are going to run off.
Joey Christian, head coach of Dobyns-Bennett, his first game as the head coach of the Indians was in this stadium against Greeneville back in 2018. That was Greeneville's second of their back-to-back state championships, and they won that game here 43-3. That was a heck of an intro into your first game as a head coach.
Oh, I don't think that he wants to remember that game.
No, I don't think he probably still has nightmares about that game in the back of his mind. Again, they're still trying to get the clock figured out here. That opening kick, the game clock never ran. Probably took about maybe 5 or 6 seconds on that return. So, and the Indians last week, they were on the road at Farragut down in Knoxville. They lost 24-17, a nightmare start for Dobyns-Bennett. They were down 14-0 about 6 minutes into the game, but they did a great job coming back. Made it a 17-17 game, and Farragut scored in the final 30 seconds. Meanwhile, Greeneville, they were up in Bristol last week taking on Tennessee High. Green Devils led 28-0 at halftime, went on to win 28-7. There's Frankie DeBus there on the phone, the athletic director at Dobyns-Bennett. They're just trying to figure out the clock situation. And Coach, I'm sure you've been in these games where you've had some issues with the clock. You get all fired up, you're ready to go opening kickoff, and now we're waiting.
Yeah, everybody's ready to go. Adrenaline is sky high, and here now, it's boom. Everything, we got to sit and wait here to get things going. I'm sure the defensive coordinator said, hey, we can't give up a big play right off the bat. DB improved over last week. The opening kickoff was run back against them. This week they were able to stop them, so now we're going to see defense. Looks like out there on the outside, we got single matchups out there. It's going to be man-to-man. I don't know if a safety's going to cheat over to that side or not, but right now it looks like those guys are going to be out there all by themselves.
This is the first home game of the season for Dobyns-Bennett. And let's take a look at the Greeneville offense. They'll be on the field. Corbin Cannon, he's a first-year starting quarterback. He's a senior, waited his turn. Emmanuel Dixon, you're going to hear his name a lot, the middle linebacker, also running back. Zayden Anderson is a young wide receiver. He has a ton of speed. He did not do much last week, but in the jamboree they played in down in Knoxville, he had a really big game. Offensive line, Bishop Merriweather, in a word, we'll just say he is really big. They got the clock fixed, so we are ready to go. Bishop Merriweather, he is 6'3", 340. Did you ever have any linemen 340?
I don't remember it. We had a couple 280 guys, but not 340.
And he's the left tackle, and he is just a sophomore, so keep an eye on him.
Quarterback for the Green Devils, number 12, Carson Queller.
11:54, took 6 seconds off the clock. Corbin Cannon will be in the shotgun primarily. Greeneville will start this drive on their own 36-yard line. Empty back. It's going to be a throw. He's going deep. He's got a man wide open. That is Carson Quillen, and that is going to be a touchdown for Greeneville. So much for that delay, Coach.
What happened over there on that outside? They faked like a little bubble out there, and then the guy went out to block the corner. They kept on running. The corner came up on the back. Wide open TD.
A 64-yard touchdown. Check it out here again. Corbin Cannon fakes the quick throw, then deep to Carson Quillen. Miscommunication in the secondary, and a Toyota touchdown 21 seconds into the game. It's 6-0 Greeneville, and for Quillen already, that is his 4th touchdown of the season. Had 3 last week up at Tennessee High. Quentin Brandon now in to attempt the extra point for the Green Devils. We got a flag, our first flag of the season on Friday Night Rivals. That was before the kick. Likely that was against Greeneville.
Could have been. Did the end line up offsides?
Hey, that's what we want.
Got back there pretty quick.
Front of the snap.
Encroachment, defense, penalties decline, re-kick.
Well, re-kick.
Yeah, I think that whistle blew, I think, before they kicked the football, but it was against Dobyns-Bennett. I think Coach Spradlin says he wants the extra point, but the whistle, I think, had blown before, so they're going to decline the penalty and re-kick it again here.
Just watch how smooth this kicker is. I mean, total effortless.
Yeah, Quentin Brandon last week, I was over at their game for the first half at Tennessee High. I think he put 3 kicks into the end zone here, so the leg is not a problem for Brandon. He's a senior. His second attempt is up. It is good, and just like that, Greeneville on top 7-0 on Dobyns-Bennett. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
They just let the end go over here on this side.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there's still time to capture new memories.
Hey, how are you?
With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Make some memories in an exciting new Camry or electrified Camry hybrid and get APR financing as low as 3.99% plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you're working on your game, recovering from an injury, or just having a little fun, the physicians at Buck Sports Medicine have all the tools to keep you at the top of your game. Trust ETSU's team physicians to give you the same expert care as they give our athletes. With state-of-the-art ultrasound and x-ray, as well as on-site physical therapy, Buck Sports Medicine has everything you need for injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation. Stay in the game with Buck Sports Medicine.
Welcome back to Dobyns-Bennett High School, Kingsport, Tennessee. And what a start for the Greeneville Green Devils. The Sky 5 drone powered by Guardian Foundation Repair high above J. Fred Johnson Stadium. It's a hot one tonight. Temperature kickoff was in the upper 80s. Feels like in the 90s. Feels pretty hot on that Greeneville sideline right now. All that momentum they had after that opening touchdown.
Yeah, I think everything's quiet over here on DB's side right now. They got to make something happen on defense. I mean, on offense here when they get the ball.
Quinton Brandon will kick off for Greeneville. Dobyns-Bennett fell behind early last week and they fought back. This kickoff is going to go deep into the end zone for a touchback, and that is such a weapon at the high school level. If you have a kicker that can get it in the end zone, make a team go 80 yards.
Oh, yeah. Any time that was 8 yards deep in the end zone, that guy's ready for college football.
There is Will Hurd, his first home start of the quarterback at Dobyns-Bennett. He's senior. He's waited his turn as well, much like Corbin Cannon. Got his first start last week down at Farragut. Now he gets his first home start, number 0. Braden Simpson will be in the backfield quite a bit, along with Peyton Franklin. A nice 1-2 combo at running back. Indians will start in the shotgun with 4 receivers. And it looks like maybe some motion early here for Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, went in motion there. Mullins was the guy that went in motion unless they changed numbers.
Offense is 57, 5-yard first down.
He was lined up at H-back that time, was going across the formation there.
That penalty was on the right guard, Tyler Grizzle. So now it's 1st and 15 for Dobyns-Bennett at their own 15-yard line. There are 4 receivers and a back. It's going to be a handoff to Simpson. He gets about 7 yards there, so get half of those yards to the first down. Here is the Dobyns-Bennett offense, and Will Hurd, Braden Simpson roamed through. Someone to keep an eye on the outside. He had a touchdown catch last week for the Indians. Up front, Gavin Comerford, Will Ford, Tyler Grizzle, Malachi Starnes, and Baker Correll.
Yeah, on that play there, they just ran off the left side over there. Correll did an excellent job, Rockland, and Mullins on the outside.
It'll be another handoff to Simpson. This time not as much running room. He does fight across the 25. That's going to set up a 3rd and 5. Here's the Greeneville defense, stingy. Last week they gave up a touchdown in the 4th quarter to Tennessee High. Emmanuel Dixon, he's getting some Division I offers right now more at the FCS level, but you never know what can come down the line. Carson Quillen plays both ways as well. Nick Pillar in the linebacker, and the big guys up front, Cameron Lester, Zach Chrisman, you'll see him at tight end as well. Greeneville has more players that play both ways than Dobyns-Bennett does, something to keep an eye on tonight with, again, how hot and humid it is. 3rd and 5 for the Indians. Hurd's going to throw it for the first time, breaks down. He's got some running room. He has the first down and more. Will Hurd showing off his mobility, and he picks up a big first down for the Indians. A Powell's sudden service first down.
Yeah, you can see on this play, they went twins to both sides that time. He drops back, they rush 4, steps up in the pocket, no linebackers are there, and then he just does a good fake there and gets to the outside, picks up a first down.
Charles Dabney made the tackle. Nice Will Hurd there getting his first down here in his home stadium. He has some mobility. That's something obviously they did not have last year with Jake Carson, who was more of a pocket passer. Will Hurd is an athlete. He can move around. Another run up the middle this time. That Greeneville line pretty stingy. That was Peyton Franklin, his first carry of the game for the Indians.
Yeah, that time, what happened in the middle, they tried to go in the middle. They sent the guy in motion, and he was kicking out the left end. But the back cut off behind him over here on this left-hand side, and then it went nowhere.
That was Cameron Lester. He's one of those players who goes both ways, offensive, defensive tackle. And on offense, he is the right tackle for Greeneville. They're going to give him 1 yard there. 2nd and 9 for Dobyns-Bennett. We've almost played 3 minutes here in the first quarter. 3 receivers at the top of the screen. Another run this time. It is Simpson fighting through that first contact.
Yeah, really good push up front that time. I believe we might even see a trap there. The left guard pulling. We'll see what happens right here. Comes across. Yeah, that's what happened. He trapped the right tackle and was able to cut up in there, pick up good yardage there for a 3rd and short.
Peyton Franklin, a couple nice carries. Again, you said 3rd and short, 3rd and 2. A lot of options for the offense of Dobyns-Bennett in this situation. Franklin in the backfield with Hurd. It's going to be a toss to Franklin. Emmanuel Dixon there, but he misses him. Great cutback by Peyton Franklin.
Yeah, that time they had like a little bunch set over here on this side. They were blocking down. They pulled the tackle coming around on the outside. Franklin stopped, cut back up inside there, and picked up the first down.
Yeah, Franklin, he really stopped on a dime there to have Dixon fly by him and picked up the first down. So a couple of first downs here for Dobyns-Bennett. Pals sudden service first down, and it's fitting we have the Pals sudden service first down in Kingsport. Joey Christian, head coach of the Indians, longtime assistant under Graham Clark, and then he became the head coach here back in 2018. A little bit of a high snap. Hurd's going to have to tuck it and run. He's got nowhere to go. That play was off from the beginning.
Yeah, he lost about 3 right off the start because, like you said, the high snap there. They were trying to get outside on the left side, I believe, but just couldn't get the ball to the halfback.
Zach Chrisman, 44 for the Green Devils, first one in.
Yeah, he come from that slot, crashing down hard.
That'll be a loss of 3. It'll be 2nd and 13 for the Indians. 7:17 remaining in the first quarter. Greeneville scored on their first offensive play of the game. It's a 64-yard touchdown pass from Corbin Cannon to Carson Quillen. Hurd, a quick throw, and that is dropped on the outside by Tyler Taylor.
Yeah, they were running that bubble screen back to the inside that time, and I noticed the left guard actually pulled over to the right side to block the end to give the quarterback a little extra time to throw the ball. Greeneville was all over top of it and didn't win nowhere.
Is that just a case where the receiver thinking about what he's going to do before he catches the ball?
I think that could have been, and the defense was getting there in a hurry, so he might have looked up, and all of a sudden you see the defensive back coming at you. You know, I believe that was Quillen, number 12.
All right, DB breaking the huddle with 8 seconds on the play clock. 3rd and 13. Play clock down
7
to 4.
better get set.
Hurd looking left. He's got some pressure up the middle. He's going to throw it up. That ball is caught short of the first down. They pick up almost 10 yards, though.
Freeman made the catch there in the middle of the field coming from the outside. He did like a little square in there. It's not going to be enough. They're going to have to punt the football.
Dustin Freeman with the catch. Yeah, Dobyns-Bennett will be in punt formation. The ball was at the Greeneville 45-yard line. It's 4th and 3. Indians are in punt formation.
Ethan Klein back to punt for the Indians.
Ethan Klein in punt formation. He's going to hit this one. Quillen's going to let it bounce, and it is going to be down inside the 10. Nice punt by Klein and good coverage.
Ended up being an excellent punt. I think it actually went off the side of his foot there just a little bit. Got a good roll. Greeneville didn't rush the punter at all. Nobody came in the middle or on the outside that time, so he had plenty of time to punt the ball. Greenville's had one play on offense now. I think we'll see some zone running plays right now. We got a timeout there.
Well, we were told they were going to do a hydration break around the 6-minute mark of each quarter. It's at 6:09, so I think this probably would be a good time to do it. So look, they're going to take a timeout. We'll take a timeout as well here. Greeneville on top of Dobyns-Bennett, 7-0.
News 5 Sports, recognized by Tennessee Association of Broadcasters with top honors in sports coverage for WCYB's It's Bristol Baby Race Show with Heather Williams and Casey Getz. Award-winning news. News 5 WCYB.
When it comes to the analysis of what really happened in the Vols game, nobody knows it better than the players. The men who wore the orange.
And the players that wear the orange today.
That's why we partnered up with the players. Join us each week for the Volunteer Club Locker Room, powered by Spire Sports. Analysis from the guys who played here and still play here today.
Watch the Volunteer Club Locker Room, Sunday night at 11 on Fox 39 WEMT.
The Sullivan East Patriots versus the Volunteer Falcons are Toyota's Friday night rivals. Friday, September 1st on News 5 WCYB. Join Casey Getz and the News 5 sports team as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Game time is 7 p.m. Toyota's Friday night rivals, presented by ETSU Health.
Would you like to see your event on News 5?
We'd love to share what's going on in your community.
Simply shoot some video on your phone.
Be sure to hold it horizontally, not up and down.
Just upload about a minute of footage at WCYB.com/chime-in.
Feel free to send more than one video for the same event. Be sure to include the who, what, where, when, and why of what's happening.
And let us know who gets credit for the footage.
I'm Heather Williams. Join me, Cole Johnson, and Steve Wilmot of ESPN Tri-Cities and TriCitiesSports.com for Prep Picks. Matchup to choose our winners for the week. Prep Picks every Wednesday on News 5 at 5:30.
All right, it's time for the U.S. Air Force fan cam on the Dobyns-Bennett sideline. The cheerleaders, Spirit Squad, and the youngsters all out tonight. Good reason to be smiling. You're at a football game. The Sky 5 drone powered by Empire Ford. Guardian Foundation Repair, old habits die hard. At J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. And we're during a hydration break. They took a 3-minute break. This is not something they traditionally do in a game, but because of how hot it is here and how warm, we have the officials be able to get a drink, the players get a drink. The plan is to do this once in the first quarter, once in the second quarter. Again, here's the temperature tonight, 88 degrees. Feels like upper 90s, and Greeneville is going to start this drive on the 6-yard line.
You can look at the wide side of the field there. They got single coverage up there. The receivers are stacked.
Greeneville, one play, one touchdown so far. They have to go 94 yards this time. Corbin Cannon, this time he is going to hand it off to Quillen, and he's going to get maybe a yard. Maybe a yard. Branson Carswell down the tackle.
I think Carswell, he's closing in on the all-time leading tackler here at DB. And that time nobody touched him, and he just filled the hole.
It's second down.
A little trap play in there. The H-back come over there and trapped the tackle, looked like, but it went nowhere. Maybe a gain of 1.
Carswell had 10 tackles last week at Farragut. He was second on the team behind Caden Kulbacki, who had 14 tackles. Those two linebackers, 24 tackles last week. 2nd and 9 for the Green Devils. Cannon's going to fake the handoff. He's going to tuck it, and he is coming down. Nice pressure. Nicholas McVeigh and others on that defensive line.
McVeigh come up there, got it in the head, and run out of the pocket. Then the defensive end, I think it was Martin, number 10.
Number 59.
Or was it Maddox?
Nicholas McVeigh.
59 McVeigh, and then I can see it in there. 26 coming across. That was Maddox, the other defensive end. Coming down hard.
Cannon did not have anywhere to go, decided to tuck it, and then McVeigh and the rest of the D-line brought him down. So a 3rd and 10 here. Greeneville's going to go 4 receivers, 3 at the top of the screen, 1 at the bottom.
They got safeties dropped deep over the top this time for help. Running a trap play in the middle.
That Dobyns-Bennett defensive line, nowhere to go for Carson Quillen on 3rd and 10. Greeneville keeps it on the ground, and they're going to have to punt it from their own end zone here.
Yeah, you can see that play went up the middle. They tried to trap it, but it wasn't having it. He stayed right there, took it on with his inside shoulder, bam. And then you had the tribe to show up.
Quinton Brandon will be punting from his end zone here.
DB might put some pressure here. You got him backed up.
Tyler Taylor.
2 Indians are waiting right now at their 45-yard line of Greeneville, so DB should have very good field position. They do not come after this one. There's a line drive kick at midfield for Dobyns-Bennett. They got some really good field position, do the Indians. That was Trey Windham on the return, and they're starting around the Greeneville 30-yard line after a 20-yard return. We'll be back on Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Okay, so maybe not everything gets better with age. But you know what does? Buying a Hyundai from Friendship. You name it, it's better. It's better quality, better designed, with better features and better safety ratings. And at Friendship, Hyundais are better priced, with far better service, and as you may have heard, the best deals.
We're dealing!
Best yet, every car from Friendship comes with a lifetime warranty. Boom. So come buy better, then drive better. At Friendship Hyundai of Bristol and Johnson City.
At Citizens Bank, we believe in the communities we serve. With locations throughout the Tri-Cities and Knoxville, Citizens Bank is the trusted partner to work alongside your business and family in accomplishing financial goals. As a family-owned bank founded and headquartered in Northeast Tennessee, a big part of our success is your success. So stop by a branch or visit citizensbank24.com today and get to know the citizens in your community.
Welcome back to Toyota's Friday Night Rivals. Dobyns-Bennett going to start this drive at the Greeneville 29-yard line. So great field position for the Indians. 3:42 remaining in the first quarter. Greeneville on top 7-0. Will Hurd, he's going to come out throwing here on 1st and 10. Flushed out, going to throw it down. That one's intercepted. Greeneville's defense makes the first big play on the defensive side of the football. And Greeneville, they are in business after that interception by Thomas Lawler.
Yeah, he'd like to have that pass back. I think he thought about just throwing it away, and it floated on him. Got it a little high, and then we had great coverage there coming over to pick it off, just stepped in front of him. Yeah, that's a killer right there when you're down on the 30-yard line going in to score, and your first play you turn it over.
Thomas Lawler, the interception, like you said, that's one that Will Hurd is probably going to want to have back, is trying to make a play there on 1st and 10, and Lawler with the interception. Now all of a sudden Greeneville has the ball at the 19-yard line. It's going to be Quillen on 1st down, and he has nowhere to go, and the penalty flag does come in.
Quillen on the carry. There are flags on the play.
Making the tackle along with Justin Hale. We'll see what the flag is.
Holding 52 offense, 10 yards from the spot of the foul, 1st down.
Yeah, they ran a little zone over there on that right-hand side, but DB's sitting there waiting on it. You know, last week, DB shut down the run of Farragut. They didn't have but a few yards rushing last week. So they're tough up front. And, of course, everybody knows about those linebackers.
Yeah, last week Farragut had 25 rushing yards against Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, that's, I mean, it's amazing that you can shut a team down to 25 yards and end up losing.
Greeneville, they ran for 129 yards last week against Tennessee High. Cannon going to try and run it here, and he's tripped up from behind. Looks like Nicholas McVeigh got enough in the back of that shoe to knock him off balance.
Yeah, just a little diamond shoestring tackle there.
That was Cooper Martin, not Nicholas McVeigh.
Yeah, the defensive end got him from the backside, number 10. You talk about effort. Now that was effort.
Cooper Martin, a senior.
Yeah, it's coming up with 2nd down and looks like 14 yards now.
Greeneville once again, 1 back, 4 receivers. Looks like we have some movement up front there, maybe by the Dobyns-Bennett defense.
Yeah, yes, the count got him off sides there, so got a cheap 5 yards there.
5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
DB's changed their coverage in the secondary. They got 2 high safeties now, so they got some help back there. You don't have to worry about man-to-man on the outside. You got help over your shoulder. So that's a big plus. They're saying, hey, we can stop you from running with 6 guys. We'll use our 4 down linemen and 2 linebackers in here.
Keith Roberts, Jason Hutchinson flying the Sky 5 drone powered by Guardian Foundation Repair. 2nd and 10 for Greeneville at the 20-yard line. Cannon, quick throw to the outside. It is complete. And that is going to be a first down. Zayden Anderson, the sophomore, a Pal's sudden service first down.
Yeah, excellent blocking out there. The wide out blocking the corner, and you can see once he catches the ball, cuts up. Number 12, Quillen, excellent job.
So Quillen not only can catch the ball, he also can block, and you got to like that as a coach when you see receivers blocking for one another.
Exactly. When you have that, your team spirit goes sky high because you got your wide outs. You know, not only can they catch the ball, but they can block, and big things are going to happen for you.
Greeneville is going to be the first carry of the game for Emmanuel Dixon. He's going to pick up close to 6 yards. Dixon, again, he is the linebacker and also running back. Heck of a player. He is getting some interest at the next level, at the FCS level currently. He'll be playing on Saturdays next year somewhere.
Yeah, he ran over here on his left side. Big Merriweather coming his way there. Was able to get up in there.
Same formation, 4 receivers, 2 to each side. Dixon in the backfield, and it's going to be another Dixon run, dragging defenders. That's going to be another first down.
And then you're Dixon on the carry.
Yeah, that was a zone read that time. He was reading the defensive end, and he actually gave it to the back. The end went down and just decided to take the running back. The quarterback, he's going to pull that in a minute. But you can see it right there.
You saw just a little bit of hesitation for Maddox.
Yeah, Maddox has got to wait. He has to wait because the quarterback, you're going to see him run out here in a minute, and Cannon's going to have that ball going around the end if Maddox doesn't stay home and do his job. And that time he did a terrific job, took both of them.
Coming up on 1 minute to go. This time it's going to be Zach Crispin getting the carry, his first carry, and about 5 Indians are going to bring him down for a loss.
Yeah, he tried to get outside there again. It just wasn't working on the outside that time. Coming up out of the secondary and the line as well.
Caden Kolbacki, who led Dobyns-Bennett last week with 14 tackles. One of many Indians in on that tackle as well. Justin Hale also in there.
McVeigh was able to get over there to slow him down, and everybody else caught up and lost yardage.
2nd and 13, under 30 seconds left. Greeneville scored on their first play of the game and hasn't been any more scoring since then in the opening 12 minutes. Quillen's going to throw it across to Quillen. And that should be the final play of the first quarter as he gets close to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, what happened on that? They were trying to run that bubble screen again, and the linemen got out there, but they passed everybody up, so it didn't work for them.
All right, that's 1 quarter in the books. Greeneville on top 7-0. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Grand opening specials at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City and Kingsport will leave you asking, how do they do that? Discounts up to $9,500 on select 23 Silverado 1500 crew cab, 24 tracks, $21,495. Great prices, great selection, and world-class service. Now 2 locations will leave you asking, how do they do that?
The best things in life are free. You know, the simple things. Things that bring us joy, comfort, and peace of mind. Things you simply enjoy. With Eastman Credit Union's Beyond Free checking account, that's exactly what you'll get. A checking account that meets your financial needs with no hassles, no hidden fees, and all the features that make managing your money stress-free. Experience the freedom of a Beyond Free checking account from Eastman Credit Union. Open your account today at ecu.org/free.
The history's all true.
What is happening?
We come from the future in search of the double junior. Perfect burger. 2 all-beef patties, creamy mayo, lettuce, tomato, onions, toasted bun topped with cheese.
Get your own.
Pals, great food in a flash.
Just a nibble? Can we watch you eat it?
Yeah, but that's weird.
The last time you saw us, we were putting a pool in at a forever house.
Or so we thought.
Things change, life happens. Decision came up to put in a new pool, and no other decision could be made except Brooks Malone. From landscaping, laying out the design of the pool, putting water away from the house so that you don't have issues with flooding, and really gave us the layout that we couldn't have come up with ourselves. Again, with service, Same thing we had the last time. They're here after the fact. Anything we need is the total package when you go with Brooks Malone.
Call Brooks Malone today to discuss your backyard dream.
Grand opening specials at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City and Kingsport will leave you asking, how do they do that? 23 Silverado 2500 custom 4x4 pickup 55,545, 23 Trailblazer 23,585. Great selection, great pricing, and world-class service now in 2 locations will leave you asking, how do they do?
You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by ETSU Health.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport as we get ready to start the second quarter. It's going to be 3rd and 10 for Greeneville in that first quarter. Greeneville at 98 yards of offense. Dobyns-Bennett 41. Time of possession pretty equal. Bruin, the intended target on that pass by Corbin Cannon, incomplete, so that'll bring on likely the punt team here for Greeneville, Coach.
Yeah, if he'd have caught the ball, it would have been a first down. The pass was a little too far outside. Quillen couldn't get to it. He made a good effort. Pretty good protection that time.
So Quentin Brandon will be in to punt for Greeneville for the second time.
Number 17.
Jalen Thomas back for Dobyns-Bennett.
And number 15, Trey Wyndham.
Along with Trey Wyndham. They're both standing around their own 20-yard line. Dobyns-Bennett not coming after this one again either. Brandon with a booming kick, fielded inside the 10. Greenville's coverage unit does an excellent job, and they pin him deep.
Yeah, he gets back out to the 15-yard line, but there was nowhere for him to go.
Bryson Myers makes the tackle for Greeneville.
Number 33,
Waller also on coverage as well. Really good special teams work there after a nice kick there by Brandon. So Dobyns-Bennett back on offense. Will Hurd throwing that ill-timed interception their last possession when they had great field position. We'll see how he responds. And as a coach, when you have a quarterback makes a mistake, do you want to go right back and have him throw it again and get that confidence back, or do you want to rely on the running game here now?
I believe I'm going to run this one first, unless you want to go play action. Try to hold the linebackers there a little bit. Might get some. It looks like they've got the quick slant covered on the inside. Outside linebacker here on Twins. Of course, we got a motion going back to the other side.
This drive starting at the 14-yard line for Dobyns-Bennett, their worst starting field position of the game so far. This will be a carry on first down. Back to the run game we go. That's Braden Simpson.
Simpson was able to cut it up there, so
the number 9
had some good yardage on that. It looked like it was going to be nothing.
Coming up in the fourth quarter, we'll have our Toyota drive of the game. Of course, right now, there's only one candidate for that, but luckily, we don't have to make the selection until the fourth quarter. So hopefully we have a few more scoring drives to throw in the mix. 2nd and 6 for the Indians offense, and we've played just about a minute here in the second quarter. Greeneville on top, 7-0. Greeneville from the edge, coming hard.
Stunted from the outside over there. I'm not for sure if that was, looked like the safety might have walked up there. Pillar, yeah. Then dropping back in coverage this time. He's coming hard.
He almost got there before the running back received the ball.
Time the snap count on the outside.
3rd and 6, no gain on that play. There's a Hurd. He used his legs to pick up a key 3rd down on their first possession. We'll see here what they call up on 3rd and 6. Hurd's looking right. They're setting up a screen here. And that is Peyton Franklin. He's got some running room. Peyton Franklin across midfield. And a nice gain there. A Powell's first down. And a big conversion on 3rd down to Peyton Franklin.
Yeah, ran a little screen pass over here on the outside, and actually there was one guy there that had a shot at him, and he cut back inside of him. Just you can see right here when he cuts back, whoops, right there he goes, and got a lot of running room. Blockers getting downfield in front of him. He was able to cut off of them. Great play.
Peyton Franklin getting some water there from Kevin Trivet. Head athletic trainer here at Dobyns-Bennett does a fantastic job. First down for the Indians at the Greeneville 37. This time it's Simpson for a couple of hard-earned yards up the middle.
On the carry for the Indians,
linebacker stunted that time, missed him. He was able to pick up a couple yards on that right-hand side that time.
A screenplay, that's got to be the quarterback's best friend, right? You throw it 3 yards and it goes down as a 40-yard completion.
Yeah, just the way you draw it up. That's what happened right then. Smart running. The lineman got out there and did excellent blocking. The receivers downfield blocking. So, yeah, you'll take that any day of the week.
2nd and 5 for the Indians at the Greeneville 32-yard line. Got 3 receivers, looks like an H-back. Hurd's going to throw it to the outside. That one is bobbled and then caught and brought in, but it's not going to be a first down. Rome Pruitt makes the catch. Lawler on the tackle will be 30 short.
Yeah, he ran a little hitch pattern over there on the outside and actually came back for the ball a little bit. DB's trying to get on the line right now.
Yeah, Greeneville's trying to run guys in and out. Just barely get off the field. So now DB's going to slow it down here on 3rd and a long 2. They need to get just inside the 27. And the ball's just past the 29. It's going to be a handoff, and that is not going to be enough for the first down. As Greeneville's defensive line, Brandon Iezzi, makes the stop, and now it's decision time for Joey Christian.
Yeah, Iezzi came up the field that time, and there was nowhere to go. I mean, beautiful. Yeah, I think he's going to go for it here.
You're kind of no man's land.
Yeah, 4th and short. You're on the 28, 29-yard line. So, yeah, you're going to go for this.
Probably too far for a field goal attempt. It'd be about a 45-yard field goal from here. So they're going to go for it on. They actually gave him no gain on that play, so it'll be 4th and 3.
A little play action here, maybe. Hold the linebackers in there.
Here comes the blitz on the outside.
Oh, they didn't pick him up.
That's a wide open catch on 4th down. That is Braden Simpson. You must have been blown coverage in the secondary there. Linebacker out of position.
Yeah, what happened at the top of the screen here, they had twins out there, so you got coverage on it. Then they send Simpson in motion. He comes out of the backfield, and nobody picked him up. The linebacker didn't get out there with him. Probably, maybe Nick Pillar should have been out there, or Dixon. I'm not for sure. He couldn't tell who was on that side.
The Toyota red zone for the first time. The Dobyns-Bennett Indians find themselves in there. 1st and 10, 7:21 and counting in the second quarter. DB trying to tie this game up here. Peyton Franklin's going to get the carry. He's got some running room up the middle, inside the 10, very close to a first down.
Yeah, they had trips over here to this side, tight right, and they just ran up there behind the right tackle in there. I believe it's Grizzle on the offense, and Starnes it's Mullins the tight end, and Starnes the tackle.
Now they're going a little up-tempo here. Dobyns-Bennett at least getting to the line quickly. It's going to be 2nd and short. Franklin again up the middle. His knee was down. He got the first down. So now it's going to be 1st and goal from inside the 5.
Yeah, the H-back came in motion that time and did blocking on the outside, but able to step down there inside and stop it. But like you said, he was able to pick up a first down, so you got 1st and goal on about your 4-yard line.
There's a Powell's sudden service first down, 1st and goal. Dobyns-Bennett trying to tie this one up here. They've relied on the ground game other than that big screen pass on 3rd down and the 4th down pass to Braden Simpson. Will Hurd's going to throw this one here out in front. Nice pass in for the touchdown is Keldon Mullins for the Toyota touchdown.
You noticed all night he's been going in motion, kicking out the end. Went in motion that time, like he's going to kick out the end. The receivers on that side did slant passes. He just heads on out into flats. Great faking in the backfield there by Hurd. And you got a touchdown out there, diving into the end zone.
Dobyns-Bennett's first touchdown of the season at home. Makes it 7-6. Now they will have the extra point by Cooper McLean here to tie it up. It is up. It is good. And we are tied at 7 on Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Won't last forever, but during Toyota's national sales event, you can make memories that will.
Come on. There you go.
Where's my mom? Just be in the moment.
Make some memories in a new best-selling RAV4 or electrified RAV4 hybrid and get APR financing as low as 3.99% plus 2 years no-cost maintenance. Toyota, let's go places.
When you're working on your game, recovering from injury, or just having a little fun, the physicians at Buck Sports Medicine have all the tools to keep you at the top of your game. Trust ETSU's team physicians to give you the same expert care as they give our athletes. With state-of-the-art ultrasound and x-ray, as well as on-site physical therapy, Buck Sports Medicine has everything you need for injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation. Stay in the game with Buck Sports Medicine.
Your Mountain Area Ford dealers are proud to recognize our News 5 Sports Scholar Athletes of the Week, celebrating excellence in academics and athletics.
Each week, News 5 and your Mountain Area Ford dealers will be honoring student athletes for their work on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. This week's winner from Greeneville High is Zach Crispin. Zach has a 3.96 GPA, is the captain on the football and wrestling teams, earning all-state status on the mat. He's also active in his church. The winner from Dobyns-Bennett High School is Claire Eidson. Claire is a member of the Beta Club and the Spirit Shakers. She's also been the competitive dancer for 15 years.
All Scholar athletes have the opportunity to compete for a $5,000 scholarship to be awarded at the end of the season. Toyota and your local Toyota dealer are combining resources to support our area high schools. We stand together as community partners for our high school athletes and their families to help schools and students get the most out of their high school years. Toyota is proud to join News 5 WCYD, Fox 39 WEMT, and Tri-Cities CW to provide each host team with a charitable donation to their school. Proudly presented by Toyota and your local Toyota dealer. Tonight's donation goes to the Dobyns-Bennett Indians.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Sky 5 drone powered by Guardian Foundation Repair. Dobyns-Bennett just tied the game on a short touchdown pass. We're all knotted up at 7 with 6:16 remaining in the second quarter. This is the second hydration break, a 3-minute break in the U.S. Air Force fan cam over on the Greeneville sidelines. The Green Devil fans always travel well. Last week they traveled up to Bristol. A little shorter trip this week up to Kingsport. Next week they'll have a much shorter trip as they have their home opener against Cherokee. And a beautiful sunset here in Kingsport, Tennessee. The Dobyns-Bennett band taking up about half of those bleachers on that side of the field.
For the Green Devils, number 12, Carson Quillen. Number 1,
300 plus members in the Dobyns-Bennett band once again this year. See now how Greenville's offense, other than the first play of the game, they really haven't had much going their last couple of drives.
The defense, DB's defense up front, those 6 guys up front have been shutting down the running game.
McLean's kick will be returned by Quillen. He catches it at the 2. Carson Quillen, much better coverage this time by Dobyns-Bennett. They keep him right about the 20-yard line.
Excellent coverage. Anytime you can keep a team inside the 20, at the 20, hey, you've got great coverage. I think he caught that on about the 2 or 3 yard line, so they got down there pretty quick that time. Got to go 80 yards to score this time.
The Green Devils, their one touchdown was a 64-yard touchdown pass on the opening play of the game to Carson Quillen. Haven't had a ton of success on the ground. Emmanuel Dixon had 2 carries for about 12 yards, but he's only had 2 carries so far. Have 3 receivers. And it's going to be Quillen on first down, a run to the outside. He gets tripped up and taken down. Nice play on the outside. Trey Winham, with the tackle.
Yeah, what they were trying to run an outside zone that time, I believe, over to the tight end side. And didn't work. Got about 2 yards out of it, I believe. So it brings up 2nd and long. Here we go! Same formation.
They give him a gain of 2 there, so 2nd and 8. That same formation. This time he's going to run up the middle. We've got a helmet loose there for a Greeneville lineman, so he will have to come out of the game. That's Brandon Iezzi. He'll need to come out for a play with the helmet off.
Yeah. How does that happen? Just running into the line and his helmet goes flying.
Take a look at number 65 right there, and yeah, there it goes. So he has to come out. 3rd down and 8 for the Green Devils. Again, they've struggled to get pretty much anything going offensively after that first play. Under 5 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Same formation, 3 plays in a row.
Cannon's going to throw it this time. He's got some pressure behind him. It's intercepted. What a play on the outside by Amari Maddox. The defensive end dropped in coverage right there on Quillen. Comes up with the interception.
Yeah, there was a back out of the backfield. Looked like he was trying to run a wheel route down the sideline. You can see the end drops with him. As soon as he sees the back comes out. Also over there was Kubaki ready over there to help out.
What a play by Amari Maddox as a defensive end. The athleticism to recognize the running back.
He was coming up hard that time. Merriweather was blocking him to the outside, and he just let him go. Once the back cleared the tackle, he took off with him.
Amari Maddox, the senior, making a heck of a play. Dobyns-Bennett now, all of a sudden, coach, has the chance to take the lead. They're going to start this drive at the 25-yard line. You saw it, recognized it, and unbelievable play.
Are they going to go deep on the first play here, throw it to the outside man? See a little streak here down the sideline.
Dobyns-Bennett starting this drive.
Play action.
At the 25, it's going to be a run up the middle to Simpson. He's going to get about 7.
Hard running up there off the right tackle. Right guard and right tackle that time. Hit up in there. Grizzle with a big blocking forward. The center.
Joey Christian has to like what his offensive line's been able to do recently here. Open up some big holes in the run game. 6-7 yards a clip. Dobyns-Bennett will take that all night long. 2nd and 3 from the 18 inside the Toyota red zone. Dobyns-Bennett looking to take their first lead of the game. They can get some points on this possession.
Got a little bunch formation over there on that right-hand side. Another run play.
Another run to Simpson, and that will be a first down inside the 15. Nothing fancy what they're doing right now, Coach.
Yeah, Simpson made a linebacker miss that time. Linebacker stunted over there on that right-hand side of the offense. You see him coming up was hard right there, boom. And Simpson just sidestepped and was able to pick up the first down. So now you got first and go. Oh, I know it's first on the 13-yard line right now.
Dobyns-Bennett's offense, 2 plays on this possession, 2 runs by Braden Simpson. Now Simpson going to fake it. This time it's going to be Hurd running to the outside, and he's going to get hit hard for maybe a gain of 1 on the play. He took a pretty good hit there from Zach Chrisman.
Yeah, I think we had a guy in the secondary come up there too for Greeneville, and I think he's down on the sideline right now. He laid a lick over there. Might be his shoulder.
That is number 8, Charles Dabney.
He's a big play guy back there.
It's a 5'11" senior for the Green Devils being looked at on the Greeneville sideline. We'll be right back on Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Find it at Friendship. Tell him, Mitch.
We're dealing! The history's all true.
What is happening?
We come from the future in search of the double junior.
Perfect burger.
2 all-beef patties, creamy mayo, lettuce, tomato, onions, toasted bun topped with cheese.
Get your own.
Pals, great food in a flash.
Just a nibble? Can we watch you eat it?
Yeah, but that's weird.
Coming up, it is the Friendship Ford halftime report, and we have a good one so far. We'll have some band performances at halftime, and a lot more coming up on the Friendship Ford halftime report in 3 minutes and 20 seconds of game action. The Sky 5 drone, powered by Guardian Foundation Repair, flying high above J. Fred Johnson Stadium, thanks to Keith Roberts and Jason Hutchinson for manning our drone. Beautiful sunset. Thankfully, the rain, what little may have been out there so far, has stayed away. 2nd and 9 for the Indians.
Nobody has the H-back out here.
That wide receiver screen on the outside, and we're going to have almost a touchdown for Dobyns-Bennett. That was really close. Tyler Taylor with the catch. That's going to be a 1st and goal, little wide receiver screen.
Yeah, they had two backs out there, 2 receivers, and the H-back went on out to block. So you had 2 blockers and a runner, and the safety was able to come over to help out and was able to stop them before they got into the end zone. They're on the 2-yard line, 1st and goal.
1st and goal for the Indians. Under 3 minutes to go. I formation now for Dobyns-Bennett. First time we've seen that. Little bobbled snap. But it's a touchdown for the Indians. Branson Carswell, who is lined up at fullback, runs that one in.
Yeah, I think he actually went underneath. He went underneath and got low and was able to get underneath their arms and shoulder pads. You will see it right here. You see him sneak underneath there. Yeah, that's what he did. Up and in the end zone.
Dobyns-Bennett has their first lead of the game. Extra point is up and good by McLean. And Dobyns-Bennett has a 14-7 lead over Greeneville. We'll be back on Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
The Sullivan East Patriots versus the Volunteer Falcons are Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, Friday, September 1st on News 5 WCYB. Join Casey Getz and the News 5 sports team as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Game time is 7 p.m. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by ETSU Health.
When it comes to the analysis of what really happened in the Vols game, nobody knows it better than the players.
The men who wore the orange.
And the players that wear the orange today.
That's why we partnered up with the players. Join us each week for the Volunteer Club Locker Room, powered by Spire Sports. Analysis from the guys who played here and still play here today.
Watch the Volunteer Club Locker Room, Sunday night at 11 on Fox 39 WEMT.
Welcome back to Dobyns-Bennett sidelines. Got to be liking what they see. A little more energy than they had after the first play of the game when they were down 7-0 in a blink of an eye. But since then, it's been all Indians.
Oh, yeah, the momentum has changed after that interception. No time at all to get in the end zone, score a touchdown. Everyone on the sidelines jumping up and down. Coaches running out on the field, giving the players high fives. So, yeah, the DB's got the momentum right now. Greeneville's going to have to get a good return here. Or really, they haven't been able to run the ball on the offense. So, good return, set up, maybe play action pass to get it on down the field.
After that interception by Amari Maddox, the Indians go 26 yards in just under 2 minutes for the touchdown to Branson Carswell. The kick is off again down to the 2-yard line, and it's going to be Quillen again. And this time, he's going to struggle to make it to the 20. Good coverage by Carswell, who just scored the touchdown. Now he's making a tackle on the kickoff unit.
Yeah, and also the middle linebacker. Yeah, that guy is very valuable to the DB team.
All right, so now you're Greeneville. You're trailing for the first time this season, 14-7, 2:41 left in the first half. And remember, Dobyns-Bennett will receive the kickoff in the second half. Greeneville won the toss, and they wanted to receive the opening kickoff, which turned out to be a great decision because they had a play they wanted and scored on the first play. But since then, the Greeneville offense has been shut down. Zach Chrisman is lined up in the backfield. Cannon's going to throw it on first down. That's going to be a little high, incomplete.
That's the first time Cannon's seen that defense tonight. They only rushed 3, dropped 8 that time into coverage. Overthrew the guy on the sideline. But they're only rushing 3. Defensive ends dropping out there again over there on that right-hand side. You can see there's 3 guys out there.
There's a Darian Samples, the intended target. Not a lot of windows to throw that ball.
No, not when you drop 8.
2nd and 10. Again, Chrisman lined up in the backfield. He has 1 carry so far tonight for Greeneville. And Chrisman, they're going to fake it to him. And now Cannon's going to try and make something happen with his feet. A penalty flag is thrown. Ball was caught. But there is a flag near the line of scrimmage.
63's downfield. I think we're going to get a lineman downfield there. Maybe, I'm not for sure. Holding
offense, 10-yard penalty, second down.
Holding is the call against Cameron Lester. They said number 63. He's here on the right tackle position. You see him going against Cooper Martin, and you see the jersey maybe separating a little bit right there. Great replay by our crew.
Yeah, he's got to let go of that outside shoulder. Once the quarterback gets outside, it's easy for the official to throw the flag then. If he'd stayed in the pocket, they wouldn't have called it.
So now the ball is back to the 10. Greeneville needs to get to the 30 for a first down, 2nd and 20.
Right now they're saying on defense, let him catch the ball in front of us, we'll make the tackle.
Slant across the middle to Quillen. He takes a hit from Kulbacki after he picks up about 11.
Yeah, they're giving him that right now. They just dropped back. There's a quick slant pass in there. So now it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9.
Neither team has called a timeout yet in the first half. Both have 3 timeouts remaining. Certainly you would think Dobyns-Bennett might want to use one if Greeneville does not get this first down.
I think you'll see that happen. They might go after the punt. Right now they're getting a play from the sideline. Trips to the high side.
3rd and 9 for the Green Devils from their own 21. Cannon's going to throw it deep, and it's just overthrown. He was looking for Zayden Anderson.
He's looking for Anderson again down the sideline. Actually, you had him. He just, like you said, a little too long on that one. Had single coverage out here. The safety was coming over to help.
So now Dobyns-Bennett offense is going to get the ball back with close to 90 seconds left in the half. They have all 3 timeouts.
Yeah, those timeouts come in big if they can get a good field position right here on this. You can see the deep guys have dropped back to the 35-yard line. Got 6 guys on the line. Looking for some pressure from the outside. No, they're just going to let him punt it. Oh, beautiful punt.
Yeah, beautiful kick there by McLean. Greenville's coverage units have been solid all night. Quentin Brandon, a nice punt there for Greeneville. Good coverage. As Trey Wyndham returned that one. So 1:29 remaining in the first half. Dobyns-Bennett up a touchdown with the ball. And how big would this be if they could get some more points on this drive and then also get the first possession in the second half?
Oh, you know, right now I think they're saying, hey, we're going to protect the football. You know, we're up by 7. Let's don't do anything stupid. We're going to go into halftime up by 7. But if they can get something big here, pick up a first down quick, then, yeah, I think you see them use their timeouts and maybe go for it once they cross the 50-yard line. They got the punt right there was for 50 yards. And they had a 10-yard return.
It's going to be a handoff to Franklin. Peyton Franklin going nowhere. So that'll be 2nd and 10. DB's going to get back to the line of scrimmage quickly. And again, Greeneville, they have all 3 timeouts. So if Dobyns-Bennett goes too quick and has an incomplete pass somewhere, Greeneville could potentially get the ball back as well. Hurd's going to throw it on 2nd down. That's caught out of bounds.
By Mullins there, wasn't it?
Yeah, Mullins, who had the touchdown catch.
Just did a little out route over here on this left-hand side.
Now, they rolled. He stayed in bounds, but okay, no, the clock did stop now. Okay, 57 seconds. So 3rd and 5.
Coach Christian might have jumped on him that time if he kept on running that clock. Getting a play from the sideline here, signaling it in.
This is a critical play here because if Greeneville gets a stop, they would get the ball back. Dobyns-Bennett, if they get a first down, pretty much would control the ball for the rest of the half, barring a turnover. 3rd and 5 from the 45. Hurd's going to roll out to the right and
got a drag coming across the middle.
He's going to try and run it for the first down, and he does not get there.
We got a flag back here in the back. I think they're going to get a hold on DB there. That's how he got on the outside there for the.
It's either going to be 4th and 2 if they decline the penalty, or they can send him back 10 yards. What would you do here?
I'm going to take the penalty. I don't want them going for it on 4th and 2. I don't believe they would. Yeah, they might with 48 seconds to go.
Looks like Coach Spradlin said send them back.
Yeah, I think it's a smart thing to do.
Holding 22 offense. Yards in front of the foul. 3rd down.
All right, so there was a holding penalty against the Indians, and Greeneville says we will take that, so it'll be 3rd down once again.
At about 16 yards, so yeah, it's a
47.9 seconds remaining in the first half, and certainly you would expect now Greeneville to potentially use a timeout if they stop Dobyns-Bennett short of the first down and the clock is running.
Yeah, I think you'd see that and go after the punter. Go after it, see if you can block it, pick up a touchdown.
You expect the Indians to be conservative here on 3rd and long?
We might see another screen pass here. Hey, look at this. Look at this. Look at that.
Like you've done this before. Another flag comes in there.
I don't know what that was for. That was up there near the tackle that time. Could be one of the linemen getting out there and getting a hold.
That could be a face mask potentially maybe as well.
It's going to be against Greeneville, I believe. Well, you called it. First down. Moves the ball across the 50. Now 40 seconds and 3 timeouts come into play.
That's Thomas Lawler that got called for the penalty of Powell's first down, and now Dobyns-Bennett has the ball at the Greeneville 45-yard line after the penalty. Be 1st and 10, 40 seconds left. Again, Dobyns-Bennett has all 3 timeouts, so does Greeneville. So this last 40 seconds could take a few minutes.
Yeah, we're going to see some timeouts here.
That's a critical penalty right there. We'll see if it comes back to haunt the Green Devils.
2 cornerbacks on the outside. Over here on this side, he's got a little help over the top, maybe to the inside, but none to the outside. He's dropping quick. Got a little bubble screen going to the inside. Got a block.
That was Tylen Taylor. And we're going to get a timeout by Dobyns-Bennett, the first one of the half.
Yeah, you had to call that there because you're going to lose a lot of time cutting back in the inside.
The Sky 5 drone powered by Guardian Foundation Repair. High above J. Fred Johnson Stadium, the home opener for the Dobyns-Bennett Indians, who are leading the Greeneville Green Devils 14-7. The second game of the season for both teams. Dobyns-Bennett lost last week at Farragut 24-17. Greeneville beat Tennessee High on the road 28-7. Here's the U.S. Air Force fan cam in the Dobyns-Bennett student section. A fitting night for Hawaiian night with how hot it is and the humidity.
Oh, definitely hot enough. Maybe this timeout's going just a little bit longer to make sure everybody's hydrated.
Yeah, again, they told us before the game that the timeouts, instead of being 1 minute, are going to be a minute 30.
Minute 30.
So extra 30 seconds for the timeouts.
I think this is a 2-minute timeout. Not the 2-minute warning, but the 2-minute timeout with 31 seconds to go.
Dobyns-Bennett trying to add on to their lead here. Remember, they will receive the kickoff to start the second half. And I have not seen, I'm looking out here, I do not see Emmanuel Dixon in the game for Greeneville, number 4, their linebacker. I do not see him in there right now. So maybe when we talk to Coach Spradlin later on, when I was asking for an update on Dixon, I don't see him out there right now, number 4. Nice fake there by Hurd. He's going deep. He's got a couple of men down there. Just overthrown. Looking for Tylen Taylor. That was a pretty fancy hiding the ball there by Hurd.
Excellent fake there, but Goad stayed with him man for man going down through there. It's over his shoulder. Made a dive. Just couldn't get his fingertips on it right here.
Nice fake there by Hurd. And you mentioned the coverage step for step, and maybe one step more he needed to catch that one there for Tylen Taylor. All right, clock stop, 23.7 seconds. Ball's at the 37-yard line. It's now 3rd and 2.
Got help on the inside here.
Be a toss to Simpson, and he's going to be close to the first down. And Joey Christian running down there to call a timeout, showing off his speed.
Yeah, we've got 16 seconds left. There's a little sweep to the outside that time. He cut up and wasn't able to get all the way to the sideline. Excellent tackling there by Greeneville to keep him in bounds to force him to use another timeout. We're getting down there now where you're thinking first down and field goal if you don't score a touchdown.
Yeah, Dobyns-Bennett has one timeout remaining. And again, the clock at high school does stop for a first down. A packed house here at J. Fred Johnson Stadium, the home opener for the Indians. On top of Greeneville, 14-7, 16 seconds left in the first half.
I'll tell you, all those fans there have got their money's worth tonight. A lot of excitement, and it's not over yet with 16 seconds to go here in a half.
First down for the Indians. Again, the clock, though, kind of more their enemy than where they're at in the field at the 34-yard line. From where they're at right now, a field goal will be 51 yards. They do have one timeout remaining. Hurd's going to throw it. He's under pressure. Christmas chasing him back. Hurd's going to throw it up out of bounds. So yeah, that took about 7 seconds off the clock.
Yeah, he was just getting rid of it. Didn't want to take that loss, get him out of field goal range. That time they sent Mullins again in motion. Nothing there. Defensive end did an excellent job. That's Crispin staying outside that time. Didn't let the quarterback have enough room to throw the football downfield.
Now, what do you do offensively? 9.8 seconds. You do have one timeout, but that last play took 7 seconds. So really, you probably have 2 plays left in the half.
Yeah, and Greeneville's changed their defense now. You can see they've dropped 2 guys, 2 high safeties there. Corners have dropped back. Catch it underneath us. We'll tackle you. Use your last timeout to kick the field goal. You're not getting behind us.
Bird's looking down. That one's high, incomplete. He was looking for Mullins, who had the touchdown. So now, okay, no time came off the clock there.
I don't know what happened there. I'm saying that the
Greeneville players are pointing to the scoreboard and saying, come on, what's going on here?
What's the coach is doing over there? The officials have got together. They're talking about it, I believe. Yeah, we're gonna have a little time run off here. Stop at what?
I think he said 3 seconds.
Oh, wow. That play, did it take that long? No, I don't think so.
So now 3 seconds. This will be the final play of the half. It's either a Hail Mary to the end zone, or looks like that's what they're going to do here. Be a 51-yard field goal, probably a little too long.
Yeah, got themselves backed up here.
So Hurd's going to have to throw this one in the end zone. He's got to buy some time. He does throw it up. They got a man open, and he dropped it.
Did not hang on to it. Hit him in the hands. Stepped up in the pocket. Made a great pass there out there.
That was Mason Kirchhoff.
Yeah, he'd like to have that one back.
How did he get behind the defense there?
Let's watch the replay here. Yeah. Was able to get back there on go, and then had a chance for a TD.
Actually, there was a holding penalty against Dobyns-Bennett that was declined. So even if he would have caught it, it would not have counted. But that is halftime. It's 14-7, Dobyns-Bennett. And we will catch up with head coach Joey Christian of the Indians before we go to break. But a great finish to the half for Dobyns-Bennett after falling behind 7-0. They lead 14-7 against the Green Devils. 21 points in the first half. Dobyns-Bennett will receive the kickoff to start the second half after we get through this halftime here. All right, we are joined now by Joey Christian, head coach of the Indians. Coach, from now on, if you just want to spot the other team 7 points to start the game, but other than that, you guys really responded well once again after that bad start.
Yeah, we got to quit doing that. I might need you to come and remind the team of that maybe next week. Yeah. You know, first play, we tried to change the coverages there late. Didn't get it communicated, obviously, but, you know, and they made a play. Listen, the Dane Quillen kid, man, he's as tough as they come. So great play from, you know, Cannon made a good throw, good, you know, but Lord of mercy, he was so wide open, didn't matter. But other than that, you're right. We've responded, played well, really proud of the guys. But, you know, having these guys down by a score, that ain't going to do it.
Coach, thank you for your time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you, guys.
That was Joey Christian, head coach of the Indians. We'll be back for our Friendship Ford halftime report after this.
Grand opening specials at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City and Kingsport will leave you asking, how do they do that? Discounts up to $9,500 on select 23 Silverado 1500 crew cab, 24 tracks, $21,495. Great prices, great selection, and world-class service. Now in 2 locations will leave you asking, how do they do that?
I'm Sheila Pettit. I've worked with Summers Taylor for a little over 20 years now. I work on one of the dirt crews, grading crews. My favorite thing of working here is you're not stuck in one factory or one office space. You're outside, you get to enjoy the weather. A lot of women are intimidated by this line of work, but it's really the most respectful work I have ever done. Everybody here is a team. It's an everybody job. Go to summerstaylor.com and apply for your job today.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
The Earth is 70% water and 30% land. But the entire sky belongs to us. Copy that. Aim high, Airman.
Grand opening specials at Champion Chevrolet in Johnson City and Kingsport will leave you asking, how do they do that? 23 Silverado 2500 custom 4x4 pickup, 55,545, 23 Trailblazer 23,585. Great selection, great pricing, and world-class service now in 2 locations will leave you asking, how do they do that?
Welcome to the Friendship Ford Halftime Report.
The Friendship Ford halftime report off and running. Dobyns-Bennett on top of Greeneville, 14-7 on Toyota's Friday night rivals. Presented by ETSU Health. The Greeneville band getting ready for their halftime performance. Gonna take a listen once they get going here as they're under final preparations. Greeneville started out with a touchdown their first play of the game, and then Dobyns-Bennett answered with a couple touchdowns.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, let's give a warm welcome to the Pride of the Devil, the Greeneville High School Greeneville marching band.
back on the Friendship Ford Halftime Report.
Craving an amazing fish and chips experience? Discover perfection at Mulligan's Irish Pub. Mulligan's, home of the best beer battered fish and chips.
The last time you saw us, we were putting a pool in at our forever house.
Or so we thought.
Things changed, life happens. Decision came up to put in a new pool, and no other decision could be made except Brooks Malone. From landscaping, laying out the design of the pool, putting water away from the house so that you don't have issues with flooding, and really gave us the layout that we couldn't have come up with ourselves. Again, with service, same thing we had the last time. They're here after the fact. Anything we need is the total package when you go with Brooks Malone.
Call Brooks Malone today to discuss your backyard dream.
All trophies and plaques for WCYB's Friday Night Rivals are provided by Eddie's Trophies and Gift Shop in Bristol. Eddie's Trophies also offers medals, plaques, acrylics, glass, and crystal pieces for your business, school, or sports team. That's Eddie's Trophy and Gift Shop online at eddiestrophies.com.
I plan to keep playing the music I love. But I never planned on Medicare being so complicated. Fortunately, with 75 years of experience helping Tennesseans, the experts at Farm Bureau Health Plans made it easy. So when it comes to Medicare, I know I'm hitting all the right notes.
Farm Bureau Health Plans. Plan on us.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA travel center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
You're watching the Friendship Ford Halftime Report.
I guess folks that think about sports medicine and especially with ETSU sports medicine, they may have the idea or thought that you got to be an ETSU student to take advantage of ETSU sports medicine.
Yeah, we get that all the time. In fact, I got that Friday night. I covered the Boone-Irwin, North Carolina football game, and we didn't get a single kid hurt, okay? But I have a couple of officials that came up to me during the game who had gotten hurt, and we took care of. And one of them was like, I had no idea that you guys saw community patients too. I thought it was just for athletes. And well, he's an athlete. You know, he's out there running around covering ball games, and we're going to take care of both of those folks.
And as we all like to be, we're all athletes in our own minds. So it doesn't matter the age or what kind of sport that you've been doing that you might be injured in, they can come and see you and have those problems handled.
That is correct. I have seen literally world-class kids that are about this high, 5, 6, 7 years old, doing gymnastics who are really, really superb athletes. Baton twirlers, baseball kids, football kids now. We've been bringing back youth football. And, you know, I've got folks that are still playing tennis in their 90s, folks that are still skiing in their 70s and 80s even, and certainly all kinds of folks playing pickleball. That seems to be the rage right now. And they're all ages too, you know, 40s to all the way up to 80s easily. And we take care of all those folks.
There's the U.S. Air Force fan cam, a couple of youngsters right there. Best seats in the house on the railing. We'll be back on the Friendship Ford Halftime Report.
Made from scratch biscuits rising, hand-breaded chicken frying, 100% Angus beef burgers charbroiling. Just a few of the ways Hardee's handcrafts goodness in the making.
Whether you're a first-time buyer, downsizing, or seeking your forever home, Lori Fletcher with Conservis Real Estate Group is your go-to agent in Tennessee and Virginia. Contact Lori Fletcher today and make your real estate dreams a reality.
Let me share my love of real estate with you.
Toyota's national sales event is on. Make the most of summer with a new Toyota.
We want the gray Tacoma.
Gray Tacoma coming in hot.
On it! Highlander Hybrid.
Highlander Hybrid on the double hang.
Here we go. That Red RAV4.
Run a Red RAV4.
Hit the deck.
Now that's how you holler.
Make some legendary memories in the powerful and efficient new Sequoia, or the biggest, most capable Tundra ever, with the best resale value, plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome to the big leagues, where our go-kart all-stars take personal shopping to the next level. They always bring their A game, so you get groceries carefully selected specifically for you. These are passionate professionals, ensuring every fruit and vegetable, every cut of meat is exactly the way you like it. This is plump. That is juicy. And this is lean. Order Go-Kart curbside pickup online for personal shopping at the highest level.
News 5 Sports, recognized by Tennessee Association of Broadcasters with top honors in sports coverage for WCYB's It's Bristol Baby Race Show with Heather Williams and Casey Getz. Award-winning news. News 5 WCYB.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or French toast tips. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
You're watching the Friendship Ford Halftime Report. The Tennessee Army National Guard.
For this 2023 Friday Night Rivals season, we're proud to announce once again that the Tennessee Army National Guard is our coin toss sponsor for the entire season. And with me today is Sergeant Chris Badley, and we're going to talk a little bit about the education pieces of what the Guard does for people coming out of high school.
Absolutely, and thank you again for inviting us to do this again this year. We enjoy it. You know, a little nerve-wracking being on TV, but this is fun. Our incentives for high school students and prospective college students is vast. We have a ton of them. So we have federal tuition assistance. We have extra credentialing assistance for students that want to expand their horizon with their careers. But our major incentive in Tennessee that's unique to us is the Tennessee Strong Act. If you want to go to a public school in the state of Tennessee, we'll pay 100% of your tuition for it. And so that's huge for high school students because college is not cheap anymore. And so we want to help them out. And so the state, through the Drive to 55, the governor wants to make sure that his soldiers have an opportunity to get that college paid for.
That is huge because, you know, we hear so many stories about kids coming out of college and stuff. They're full of debt.
Oh, absolutely.
And so this just eliminates that and gives them a great opportunity.
Oh, very true. Yes. No debt. It's perfect.
All right, welcome back to the Friday Night Rivals halftime show here. The Dobyns-Bennett Band getting ready for their halftime performance. It's 14-7 Dobyns-Bennett. We'll take a listen now to the Dobyns-Bennett Band. Enjoy. Now it's time to hear from Lance Dowdy with Friendship Ford.
The Friendship mantra is we're dealing, and you've got some inventory now to do that.
Yes, sir. We finally have got some inventory for Ford. Our chip problems, we're still having some challenges, but we actually have inventory, close to over 100 cars in stock. We are going to be extremely aggressive to be the top Ford dealership in the area. Good time to take advantage of it. We'd love an opportunity to earn your business. Obviously, we are looking for trade-in, putting top dollars. You may have also heard about interest rates. Well, Ford has got some really good programs on the new cars. They've got interest rates really low. They're doing special models or special rates on all models. But the F-150, 47 years, we're going for it. So I can promise you, Ford is going to be extremely aggressive, and we're going to be extremely aggressive to be a leader here in the market with that truck.
And when you say 47 years, that means that for that length of time, that's been the #1 truck selling in the country.
#1 selling truck in America. So it's a big thing you hang your hat on there. As far as that goes, big rack to be that leader for that many years in a row. We want to help Ford to keep that spot, and we've got it's a great Ford market, but the great, obviously supporters of the Tennessee Vols. You got all that stuff going on, but our selection, we finally got some, and we got some really good rebates, some really good interest rates. That we haven't had those, so it's a great time to come out. We're going to be extremely aggressive on your trade-ins. That hasn't changed because we need inventory. It's one of those things that, but it's nice to be able to have new cars to get trade-ins. So if you're looking for a truck, you may have held off a little bit longer. I know you're hearing all the stuff about mortgage rates going up. We've got rates as low as 0.9, 2.9. Depends on what model you choose, what kind of term you go, and your credit. So, but it's a great time to come in and buy a new car.
Thanks for watching the Friendship Ford Halftime Report.
When you're working on your game, recovering from an injury, or just having a little fun, the physicians at Buck Sports Medicine have all the tools to keep you at the top of your game. Trust ETSU's team physicians to give you the same expert care as they give our athletes. With state-of-the-art ultrasound and x-ray, as well as on-site physical therapy, Buck Sports Medicine has everything you need for injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation. Stay in the game with Buck Sports Medicine.
Whether you're a first-time buyer, downsizing, or seeking your forever home, Lori Fletcher with Conservis Real Estate Group is your go-to agent in Tennessee and Virginia. Contact Lori Fletcher today and make your real estate dreams a reality.
Let me share my love of real estate with you.
Pizza, pancakes, or donuts, the Davy Crockett Travel Center in Baileyton has the cure for all your cravings. Conveniently located at exit 36 off I-81, enjoy breakfast, lunch, or dinner at the 24-hour IHOP. Order your favorite pizza from Papa John's or satisfy your sweet tooth at Dunkin' Donuts. Plus, we're a full-service TA travel center with all the convenience and truck accessories you need while on the road. Also, visit the Baileyton Antique Mall, featuring antiques, collectibles, crafts, and more. Check us out on Facebook and come to Baileyton.
At Jersey Mike's, they slice your order right in front of you. Watching that can send a rush of emotions through a person. Excitement, baby-like wonder, anticipatory chewing, and happy claps sliced right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
When buying or refinancing a home, knowledge, experience, and personal service is a must. Contact us, Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation. Fairway is a nationwide lender with 2 local offices, Kingsport and Johnson City, serving East Tennessee and Southwest Virginia. We have many options to choose from that we will tailor to your needs. Especially during these times, don't settle for internet lenders. Trust your local Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation offices. Call or visit our website today.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Dobyns-Bennett on top of Greeneville, 14-7. We're joined now by Greeneville head coach Eddie Spradlin.
Yeah, Coach, got a question here for you about, I know you talked to your offensive line in there at halftime. Been tough there in the first half rushing the football.
Yeah, for sure. We got to be able to move the ball up front. It starts with them guys up front for sure. They're giving us some pressure up front, but our guys got to come off the ball and try to make something happen.
Coach, what is the status of Emmanuel Dixon? I did not see him out there the last couple of drives on defense.
Yeah, he didn't play much in that first half. We're trying to get him some fluids and stuff. He's been kind of sick this week, but we're trying to get him back out there in the second half. It's rough if you don't have your emotional leader out there on both sides of football.
Coach, thank you for your time. Best of luck in the second half.
Thank you.
All right, that was Eddie Spradlin, head coach of the Greeneville Green Devils. We're going to take a look at some first half highlights. First play of the game for Greeneville. It was a great one there. Corbin Cannon to Carson Quillen. 64 yards for a touchdown, and you thought, wow, Greeneville might run Dobyns-Bennett off the field, but Dobyns-Bennett came back, settled in. They got going on their ground game a little bit early here with Braden Simpson and Peyton Franklin, the two-headed monster at running back for the Indians. And then Will Hurd, a little slow in the passing game early. Greeneville had an interception here in the first quarter, probably a throw he would like back. Lawler intercepted that one for Greeneville, Thomas Lawler. But Dobyns-Bennett, they got it going here. Hurd with the touchdown pass to Keldon Mullins. That tied the game at 7. And then Quillen eventually, here's the second touchdown for Dobyns-Bennett. Branson Carswell with a short touchdown. That made it 14-7. Here is the U.S. Air Force fan cam. The Greeneville fans want to see a second half comeback. Coach, you got some first half numbers for us?
Yeah, talking on the DB side of the field here, they've controlled the clock. They've held the ball for 14 minutes and 5 seconds. They've got 71 yards rushing, 116 yards passing for a total of 187 yards. Greeneville, on the other hand, only had the ball for 8 minutes and 5 seconds. Up front, it's been hard for them to run the ball because of that DB defense. They've held them to 16 yards rushing. Like you said, big pass play, 71 yards came on the first play of the game. They've got 95 total in the first half for a total yardage of 111 yards. So DB's defense came to play tonight.
Yeah, you think about that, 64 yards on the first play, then they finished the half with a 111. I mean, quick math, that's 47 yards after that first play the rest of the half.
Yeah, dominating up front. Those front four guys for DB, just outstanding there. Martin at defensive end and Maddox at defensive end, Hale at tackle, McVeigh. And then you got the linebackers coming up from that. I mean, they've controlled the line of scrimmage tonight.
All right, we'll be back with kickoff right after this from J. Fred Johnson Stadium.
The Sullivan East Patriots versus the Volunteer Falcons are Toyota's Friday night rivals. Friday, September 1st on News 5 WCYB. Join Casey Getz and the News 5 sports team as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Game time is 7 p.m. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by ETSU Health.
When it comes to the analysis of what really happened in the Vols game, nobody knows it better than the players.
The men who wore the orange.
And the players that wear the orange today. That's why we partnered up with the players. Join us each week for the Volunteer Club Locker Room, powered by Spire Sports. Analysis from the guys who played here and still play here today.
Watch the Volunteer Club Locker Room, Sunday night at 11 on Fox 39 WEMT.
Welcome back to J. Fred Johnson Stadium. The warm-ups here in the second half. It's underway momentarily. Dobyns-Bennett's team, they are pretty much all back on the sidelines. Greeneville, they're just getting into a huddle right now. It looks like the Greeneville student section that made the trip up here, hoping for their team to make a comeback here in the second half. And really for Greeneville, you heard Coach Spradlin mention that Emmanuel Dixon having trouble, a little illness this week and trying to get some fluids in him. So unsure if we'll see him in the second half at all, but Greeneville down a touchdown. Their defense will be on the field to start the second half. How critical is it for Greeneville to get a stop here and not fall behind by more than one score?
Yeah, I'm sure the coach talked to him at halftime about that to make sure, guys, hey, everybody's got a job to do here starting off the second half, and we've got to do it. We've got to stop DB on this first drive here, get the ball back, get down the field and score some. He's definitely talking about his offensive line against that DB front there so they can run the ball. They've been shut out in the first half of running it. A little different than last week, but hey, they've come back to play this second half. They spent a little extra time in the locker room there, so hopefully that we're going to see a good second half here out of both teams. All right, we have been told that there could potentially be some weather coming this way, maybe in about 45 minutes. Here is the TSSAA lightning policy. There's a 30-minute rule. When they see lightning or thunder is heard, a clock automatically gets reset. Every time there's a strike, it goes back to 30 minutes. Then after there's no lightning
Thunder for 30 minutes. Play could resume. Hopefully it doesn't happen, but we are told that maybe to keep an eye on potentially weather possibly coming here in the next about 45 minutes or so.
Number 13.
All righty, so Greeneville is going to kick off here to start the second half. This will be Quentin Brandon. And we'll see. Dobyns-Bennett has a big opportunity here to take a 2-possession lead if they can score in this opening possession of the half. Brandon's going to kick this one. This one will be returned, caught at the 1-yard line. And a big tackle there by Myers for Greeneville.
Just like his main defensive end.
Bryson Myers trying to get his teammates fired up here. I'll tell you what, Brandon has a big leg on him. Now we'll see. Let's see if Emmanuel Dixon is out there for Greeneville, number 4. Again, he's there. Linebacker, I do see him out there. Number 4, middle linebacker. Played sparingly in the first half. We'll see what kind of condition he's in here in the second half. There he is. Will Hurd, senior quarterback for the Indians. Braden Simpson will be right beside him here. 4 receivers. We saw that a lot from the Indians in the first half. That's going to be a run to Simpson for a couple.
Yeah, he hit it up the middle there and then broke it over to the left, running behind Cordell over there on the left-hand side. And Mullins
Braden Simpson
able to pick up a couple tough yards.
On the tackle for the Green Devils.
Cameron Lester in on the tackle for Greeneville. They're going to give him 2, 2nd and 8. Got Keldon Mullins, the big tight end there in the slot at the bottom of the screen. It's going to be another run to Simpson, and for 2 more yards.
This time he ran over there off the right-hand side between maybe the center and the guard. Looked like he ran right at what they call the 2-hole there. Picked up a couple yards. Will be 3rd and about 3, I believe.
The ball is at the 28-yard line. They need to get out to the 31.
Franklin's in at running back right now. So they sent the play in from the sideline this time. They got 9 seconds on the play clock.
Dobyns-Bennett's going to have to hurry here. Play clock is down to 4. Just beat the play clock. Hurd has room to run up the middle, and that's going to be close. Dixon makes the tackle.
Hurd on the quarterback keep.
Depending on where they spot it here, it's going to be inches, I believe. We're going to see a measurement. Yeah, we're going to see it.
We're going to see a measurement. Yep. The down marker on the sidelines already has 4 on it there, and that's certainly what Greeneville's hoping for. But Dobyns-Bennett says, let's get that measurement, and maybe we can change that to a 1.
Hard to tell from our angle right here, but yeah, there we go. We're going to get it.
We got a great camera crew.
Yeah, right there on the spot.
As long as 57 moves out of the way. Okay.
A little short.
Yeah, you can't get a better shot than that right there. It is short, so it's 4th down for the Indians.
Want to punt this ball away. It's what Greeneville needed coming out, is having to stop here on defense. Get a little momentum back on their side, because there at the end of the half, DB had all the momentum.
Joey Christian going to send in Ethan Klein, the junior, in punt formation. And don't be surprised if they try and get Greeneville to jump here. It is a punt. It's away. Quillen going to let it bounce. And it is caught by Braden Simpson and down. So Greeneville gets the stop. 4th and inches and his own end. Joey Christian not going to gamble on that one. So he punts it away and is going to trust his defense. And why not? After the first play, the defense has more than answered the bell for Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, that defense, that up front, the 4 guys up front have been dominating tonight. And you bring in the linebackers as well. They've shut down the running game and as well as the passing game, except for that one pass. And the coach said it there right after halftime, or going in at halftime, that, you know, they were trying to change coverages.
Quillen's going to get the carry on first down. He is going nowhere. That is Kulbacki, Caden Kulbacki.
And on number 12.
12 on 12 there.
Got a flag. Somebody's doing some talking out here. See what's going on. Coach Christian to go crazy if that's on them after getting a stop on first down there and losing yardage.
After the play, personal foul, 28 defense, 15 yards, first down.
Wow. 28, that's Gabe Marshall. That was after the play.
Ooh.
That was a Greeneville Isaac McGill there that with a little push, but that was not where obviously the flag came from right there, but a 15-yard penalty. Now Greeneville on Dobyns-Bennett's side of the field. It's going to be Quillen. Nice cutback, and that's probably his best run of the game so far.
Yeah, he had a really good move at the line of scrimmage. I think the linebacker might have been Carswell, came up there and missed him right at the line of scrimmage. He sidestepped him and was able to get on upfield for about 5 yards that time. What happened, I think, on that penalty, Casey, and you see it all the time. The first guy doesn't get called for a penalty. The second guy, when he decides that he's going to retaliate, and the refs are there to see it, and that's where the flag comes out.
2nd and 6. Again, it's going to be Quillen going left. He's trying to go outside, and he is going to be close, about 2 yards short of a first down.
Yeah, they got a hold out there on that left tackle that time, I believe. I don't think it was a tight end over there for Greeneville.
That's Merriweather.
Either Merriweather or Crispin, the tight end. I'm not for sure.
Offense number 54, 10 yards.
Yeah, there was a holding penalty against Merriweather, the left tackle.
Yep, that's it. They got him, and that was another good run. That was how he got around the corner.
Yeah, Bishop Merriweather, 6'3", 340-pound sophomore for the Green Devils. He got his hand caught in the cookie jar that time.
We'll be here in approximately 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, Maddox was over there on that side, and he just couldn't get away from him and make the tackle.
Please seek shelter immediately.
They just made an announcement here at the stadium. I couldn't catch all of it, but it was something about weather coming here and to seek shelter.
And off to Quillen. Forced out of bounds by number 4.
That was Quillen on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and long now for Greeneville. Quillen certainly very quick to cut that outside. And again, 3rd down and long after that penalty. 3rd and 8. Ball's at the 46. They need to get down to the 38 of Dobyns-Bennett. It's been all on the ground on this drive except for that 15-yard penalty so far for Greeneville.
Yeah, I think we're going to see some pressure coming hard up front this time, especially from the ends. Past the situation here.
Cannon's looking. He's looking. Got nowhere to go. And he's going to roll out. He's going to throw it back across his body, up and almost caught. It's incomplete. Isaac McGill, the intended receiver. That would have been an amazing catch. Coverage on the play by Jalen Thomas.
Yeah, he had some vertical on this right here. He just couldn't pull the ball down, but he got up to it.
Number 17, Jalen Thomas.
Got a little hit there from behind there from DB's. Looked like number 17. I'm not for sure.
Now the punt team out for Greeneville.
Jalen Thomas.
17, it was Jalen Thomas that came up there from the safety position.
Brandon in punt formation there to see if they try and pin the Indians deep. 8:27 left in the 3rd quarter. Dobyns-Bennett on top 14-7. Fair catch is made at the 9 by Thomas. And we'll take a break here. You're watching Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Summer won't last forever, but with a great selection of vehicles during Toyota's national sales event, there is still time to capture new memories.
Hey, how are you?
With friends and family. Before it all flies by.
Make some memories in an exciting new Camry or electrified Camry Hybrid and get APR financing as low as 3.99% plus 2 years no-cost maintenance.
Come in today.
Toyota, let's go places.
When you're working on your game, recovering from an injury, or just having a little fun, the physicians at Buck Sports Medicine have all the tools to keep you at the top of your game. Trust ETSU's team physicians to give you the same expert care as they give our athletes. With state-of-the-art ultrasound and x-ray, as well as on-site physical therapy, Buck Sports Medicine has everything you need for injury prevention, treatment, and rehabilitation. Stay in the game with Buck Sports Medicine.
Welcome back. There is the Dobyns-Bennett band, put on a heck of a show at halftime, and they're still performing. It is a light show they have here. These new lights they installed a couple years ago at J. Fred Johnson. There's nothing wrong with your TV or tablet, however you're watching. The Sky 5 drone powered by Guardian Foundation Repair, Keith Roberts and Jason Hutchinson manning the drone for us tonight, as they have for the last couple years. Do a fantastic job, and a beautiful sight here.
Yeah, you're not going to get a better picture than that right there from a drone. I mean, that's beautiful.
All right, Dobyns-Bennett starting inside their own 10-yard line, their second possession of the second half. And they're going to keep it on the ground. There's Emmanuel Dixon.
Stunted from his inside linebacker spot. The guard didn't pick him up. Tackled him in the backfield for a loss. They were on the 9, and now they're back to about the 6. They could have spotted it on the 5, I guess.
That one is worth another play there, another look there. And Dixon, a perfect form tackle on Peyton Franklin, who had no chance.
No, Franklin got the ball, bam, he's hit. Yeah. Didn't pick up the stun over there on that right-hand side that time.
It'll be a loss of 4, 2nd and 14 for the Indians from close to their own 5-yard line. They're going to fake it, and Hurd's going to keep it on the designed run, and he picks up a few yards past the original line of scrimmage. I think that was the designed run all the way.
It was faked, and had a lead blocker out there going around the corner. Greeneville wasn't having anything to do with it. Said, hey, we can stop this. Now it's going to be 3rd and 9, 3rd and 8. They got to come up with another big defensive stop here.
Ed Mullins out there trying to be his lead blocker, the tight end. 3rd and 8 for Dobyns-Bennett. We've played 5 minutes here in the third quarter.
Yeah, run over there on that right side. That defense looked pretty good there. Quilla coming up and Dabney coming up from the safety positions to shut it down.
Man in motion. It's going to be a throw. Looks like they're setting up the screen. They do, and it's going nowhere. Greeneville ready for that one. Drew Armbrister makes the tackle, and they've seen that play a couple times already.
Yeah, 3rd time. I'm sure they talked about it in the locker room at halftime, getting their keys down, reading at the defensive end. When the tackle takes off out there, it is stop, throw it back. Coming from the inside hard. That time the linebacker. Yeah. So it's, yeah, well-designed defensive play that time.
Klein in punt formation from just outside of his end zone. This one's going to roll. It's going to take a Dobyns-Bennett bounce. Then it's going to take a Greeneville bounce, and it'll be down at the 46-yard line. We'll be back on Toyota's Friday Night Rivals.
Outstanding plays are made by outstanding players. I'm News 5's Andrew McClung. Join me every Wednesday during News 5 at 6 and 11 to find out who will be named our Player of the Week.
News 5 Sports Player of the Week is sponsored by Toyota. News 5 Sports, recognized by Tennessee Association of Broadcasters with top honors in sports coverage for WCYB's It's Bristol Baby Race Show with Heather Williams and Casey Getz. Award-winning news. News 5 WCYB.
This September, Food City kicks off its ever-popular School Bucks program, which gives money back to our area schools. For every dollar you spend, your school will get 1 point, and we're committed to give over $700,000 this year alone to our area schools. Since School Bucks kicked off many years ago, Food City has given over $19 million to help our young people in our area schools learn. Please participate in School Bucks and help your local schools. We encourage colleges, high schools, middle schools, and elementary schools to participate in this wonderful program.
When it comes to the analysis of what really happened in the Vols game, nobody knows it better than the players.
The men who wore the orange.
And the players that wear the orange today. That's why we partnered up with the players. Join us each week for the Volunteer Club Locker Room, powered by Spire Sports. Analysis from the guys who played here and still play here today.
Watch the Volunteer Club Locker Room, Sunday night at 11 on Fox 39 WEMT.
The Sullivan East Patriots versus the Volunteer Falcons are Toyota's Friday night rivals, Friday, September 1st on News 5 WCYB. Join Casey Getz and the News 5 sports team as they bring you live game coverage of some of the biggest and oldest football rivalries in the region. Game time is 7 p.m. Toyota's Friday Night Rivals, presented by ETSU Health.
Welcome back. Coming up, we'll have our Toyota drive of the game. That'll be in the fourth quarter. Got 3 scoring drives in this game so far. 1 for Greeneville, 2 for Dobyns-Bennett. Greeneville trying to tie the game up here. They have good field position. Starting this drive at their own 46-yard line. It's going to be Corbin Cannon running the ball for the first time all night that he kept it, Coach, and he gets maybe 2.
Yeah, tough yardage up the middle against that front 4 right there. And the linebackers coming up there and fill it in. Had a little stun over there on that right-hand side. And I think he actually read that.
Actually, it's a different quarterback. That's Caden Baugh in at quarterback, number 7, sophomore. First time we've seen him tonight.
Yeah, Baugh, he actually read the end. They were stunting on that time on the outside.
That's going to be another keep by Baugh. Now he's going to throw it to Chrisman. Caden Baugh, nice play right there again for the sophomore. His first action tonight.
RPO there, pass run option, and good fake. Decided he would run it. Nope, we're going to throw it out here in the flats. I don't know if DB has seen that this year, but or practiced it, but they did a good job covering it. Tight end snuck out there.
Caden Baugh, the new quarterback now for Greeneville. He's going to hand this one off to Quillen. He's got some running room. Carson Quillen makes a cut inside the 20, across to the 15, and Carson Quillen turns a little bit into a lot for a Toyota touchdown.
Hey, it's what Coach was talking about. Quillen is unbelievable right there. He made guys miss. Got some good blocking there, got outside, made a couple guys miss, cut across the field for a touchdown. Big-time playmaker right there.
Carson Quillen takes that one 41 yards for the touchdown. And
miss.
A couple of great moves right there. 2 missed tackles.
And just outruns them into the end zone.
Extra point is up and is good. And Greeneville ties it at 14 with a new quarterback in the game in Caden Baugh. A little energy to the sidelines. So we got a brand new ball game.
Oh, yeah, they just exploded there.
10%. Big deal, right? What's 10%? I'll tell you what it is. 10% is that vacation you've been needing, or that anniversary gift she deserves. It's that big trip to Vegas, or the biggest TV in the store. It's a new roof. It's a new couch. It's that thing that you're about to need. The other guys will tell you 10% is no big deal when they tack it onto your next car. But Friendship thinks it is. We know it is. And that's why we're giving it to you. 10% off right now at Friendship Jeep of Bristol. Because, yeah, it's a big deal.
We're dealing!
The histories are true. What is happening? We come from the future in search of the Double Junior.
Perfect burger.
2 all beef patties, creamy mayo, lettuce, tomato, onions, toasted bun topped with cheese.
Get your own.
Pals, great food in a flash.
Just a nibble? Can we watch you eat it?
Yeah, but that's weird.
And we are back in Kingsport after Greeneville ties the game. Carson Quillen, 41-yard touchdown run. 5:09 remaining in the third quarter.
Was able to get outside on the defense that time, cut up field, made a couple good moves. It was a race to the end zone, and Quillen won that.
Number 80, Quentin Brandon to kick for the Green Devils.
Steve Honaker, our Red Hat, he told me that the hydration breaks here in the second half are going to be 2 minutes instead of 3, so they're going to shorten them a little bit here in the second half.
Right there, right there, right there.
Quentin Brandon will kick it off. That one will not be returned as it goes about 7 yards deep.
Excellent kick. Now they start from the 20. Greeneville Greeneville play some defense this time. Can DB get their offense going?
14-14, second game of the season for both of these teams.
I think 2 spark plugs here in the second half for Greeneville. Dixon coming back into the game on defense. And then Ma coming in at quarterback. And Quillen showing us some good running. Arms and Grizzle, and you know, we've seen him plant that foot before, cut up field, watch him plant the foot, and upfield he goes. 11 quick yards.
For another Indian first down.
1st and 10 for the Indians from their own 31. Peyton Franklin, the other running back we'll see. Also Simpson right now getting the carry, and that was Emmanuel Dixon, number 4, shot out of a cannon there, makes another tackle behind the line.
Yep.
Got a flag.
Got a flag. Maybe a little talk going on out there.
On the tackle, number 4, Emmanuel
see over here, DB, one of their players out there, he was telling everybody to settle down. I think this is against Greeneville.
Personal foul, 33 of the defense, 15-yard penalty into the run.
Myers at defensive end, that's a biggie right there. I had him stopped on that play.
Yeah, 15 yards in this type of game is a lot to give up on a penalty. There's Myers, 33. You see on the, I don't see him right there, but he was in line minor, Dobyns-Bennett.
Yeah, Dixon shot the gap, had him tackled in the backfield again for a loss.
First and 10 for the Indians from their own 44. It's going to be another run, and this time Myers, 33. He needs to make up for that 15 yards he just gave him.
I don't know if you can play defensive end better than that right there. He stopped the play from going outside. When he cut inside, he got off the block and wrapped him up in the backfield. Boom.
Textbook play right there.
Ooh. And a body slam.
Braden Simpson on the carry.
Wow. That was an awesome defensive play right there.
Loss of 2, 2nd and 12. Another handoff to Simpson. He's going nowhere.
Coming from the other side, defensive end that time.
Chrisman
got him. So big plays out of the defensive end. It's 2 in a row. So it brings up 3rd and 11, I guess, or 12. I believe it's about 11, isn't it? Yeah, 11.
3rd and 11 for the Indians. The Greeneville students a little more lively.
Yeah, the momentum shifted a little bit here. Everybody's getting excited. I think Dixon back in the game there on defense has made the difference.
Don't worry about it right this second.
3rd and 11. Hurr's going to throw it quick to the outside. It's caught, but it brought down short of the first down marker. The catch by Tylen Taylor.
Goad got hurt on the play. He made the tackle, then he reached down and grabbed his ankle, I thought. I don't think it's a cramp.
That's Hayden Goad, the 5'10 senior. 2:39 left in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I believe it's a cramp there.
We'll take a timeout here while they look at Goad on the field.
Your Mountain Area Ford dealers are proud to recognize our News 5 Sports Scholar Athletes of the Week, celebrating excellence in academics and athletics.
Each week, News 5 and your Mountain Area Ford dealers will be honoring student athletes for their work on the field, in the classroom, and in the community. This week's winner from Greeneville High is Zach Chrisman. Zach has a 3.96 GPA, is the captain on the football and wrestling teams, earning all-state status on the mat. He's also active in his church.
The winner from Dobyns-Bennett High School is Claire Eidson. Claire is a member of the Beta Club and the Spirit Shakers. She's also been the competitive dancer for 15 years.
All Scholar athletes have the opportunity to compete for a $5,000 scholarship to be awarded at the end of the season.
All right, while we were away, they sent the teams to the locker rooms. The weather alert is on the Jumbotron here. So the teams are heading to the locker rooms, and we are officially now in a weather delay. It is 9:35.
Yeah, you can see it's telling the fans, please, severe weather.
And here is the cover policy for the TWSAA with lightning or thunder, 30 minutes. Every time there's a lightning strike or thunder, they will reset the clock. So we will be looking at least a 30-minute stoppage here with 2:39 left in the third quarter of a tie game. We are now in a weather delay. And you see the officials, the trainers are also both down there. The athletic director, Frankie DeBusk from Dobyns-Bennett, down there as well. Certainly saw Steve Honaker. He'll keep us updated any information that he gets down there. But the team's heading to the locker room, and there's a sign up on the Jumbotron saying, fans, please be advised that severe weather is present on our campus, and that fans are being told to leave the stands.
Yeah, head to your vehicle.
All right, we are going to go to regular programming right now. We will be back when the game resumes, but again, it will be a minimum of a 30-minute weather alert right now, weather delay. So we'll be back shortly here on Friday Night Rivals.